Whoa, 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 whoa. What it do? What it do? What it do? Live and direct. We ain't gonna waste no time. Let's get straight to it. Intro. I'm gonna tell y'all now. Tonight I'm gonna shake the room. So I had to go to my boy, rest in peace, Pop Smoke. Let's shake the room real quick. Let's shake the room real quick. It's big on that 12 up I better shake the room. Hey, chat. Hey. I'm gonna shake them rooms tonight. I'm telling you. What up, Ern? It's gonna get ugly. I'm gonna shake the hell out of the room tonight. How about I shake the room? Go sweep the room. Everybody running in thinking I'm cleaning the room. Shoot one time, saying double time like you on shrooms. Shoot. On the other line, it's a fake time saying nigga on the news. We about to shake in this bitch. Frosted flake on the wrist. The gang get playing and shit. In New York, I got a shake in this bitch. Shake. Shake it up. Peel back your toothpaste. Fill it back. Money, hey, Brooke. Put them up on the plate. Put them up. Baby, shaking. I ain't for do dirty shit tonight. And she looking like a snack. Cute. Birkin bag on the way. Hey. If y'all know about that woo, just throw it up one time. For Pop Smoke, rest in peace. All right, enough of that. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and shake the room. Y'all seen what's been going on, but I want to say welcome. See, here we go. Welcome to Town Hall meeting number 4. Hold on, I gotta take that call. Shake the room. Gotta take that. Welcome to Town Hall meeting number 4, where tonight things are gonna be told, sold, given, and thrown away. Everything gonna be put into perspective. I see Sharby somewhere. Where's Sharby at? Hey, where's Sharby at? Wait a minute. Cause man, shucks, I know how it is, bro. Just whenever you ready to come on, you let me know. No, so I just got on. But you'll bring you know we already talked, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna text you my calling number and call in around like 8:30. YouTube. All right. Yeah, we're gonna do your running buddy on Facebook and we're gonna knock that out. Right. All right, but I'm gonna text you because I'm live. All right. That's what it is. Tonight you're gonna have a various walks of life. 470-355-822. That's what it is. You're gonna have various walks of life. Because we're gonna really shake the hell out this room tonight. We really gonna shake the hell out this room. So I ain't gonna waste no more of your time. I'm gonna start it off like this. Y'all been seeing a lot of stuff that's been going on since the last town hall. Town Hall 1 was epic. Town Hall 2 was epic. Town Hall 3 was epic. Tonight's gonna be epic again. But y'all see what's been going on. The snakes and the viper's pit. The snakes and the viper's pit. If you looked at yesterday, I did a commentary. I didn't break the story. I did a commentary on Dr. Rogers and the sisters getting a cease and desist.
So I'm gonna tell you how all the snakes came together in the Viper's Pit. Um, Shout out to Toxic Diamond. She broke the story. Um, she got it a day before actually, and she didn't move on it until a couple of her sources hit her back. So with that being said, she made some moves, and when she broke it, nobody had nothing to say. But when Dana covered it and did commentary on it, then I got attacked by Carolina Diamond and her crew. Remember, I said snakes in the Piper's Pit. So the snakes over there, and I'm gonna call them out. You saying Toxic? I mean, Texas Diamond over there. And you seen the Boski, you seen Kevin Terrell, you seen Phases the Next Level, you seen both of the sisters over there, you seen K Baby over there, and you seen most of everybody that affiliate with those three folks. But you didn't see one person. You didn't see Hollywood Knicks. So one thing I can say is that I got to give shout out to where it's at. And the shout out I got to give out is I salute everybody that came out in the snake pit, the Viper's lair, because I got to see who everybody was. I seen Phases dogging me. I sat back. I said, I can't expect nothing different from this point. So with that being said, Toxic Diamond broke the story. Dana J covered the story. But Dana J got attacked with a bunch of lies. My thing is, when a person covers a story and puts it out there, right? And Toxic Diamond have a bigger platform than me. Why wasn't she attacked? I'm going to just give you something to think about. Why wasn't she attacked for putting the truth out there about the cease and desist? But when Dana J did commentary, then he got attacked for damn near 2 hours from 112 people. I'm lost. You attacking me for covering the story, but you don't attack the person for breaking the story. I'm going to tell you why. When a person have a personal attack against you, they will do anything to make sure you are off the scene. Now, here's the thing. I've been lied on. You don't see me sweating nothing. You don't see me fidgeting. You don't see me nervous. You don't see my skin drying up. No. You might see me say, oh, that motherfucker, I'm going to go live. Yeah, but all that other stuff, no. So my question is, what truth are you hiding? That nigga lying, that nigga lying. How can I be lying when you attack the messenger, but never attack the message? Now, today, I got from 4 different sources that's close to the source that, yes, it's been confirmed that they got a cease and desist. Now, that's not even my focus. I don't care about that. That's their situation. That's for them to work that out. I know one thing. I won't be working nothing else out for nobody. I know another thing, that Dana J ain't bringing nobody to nobody ever and nobody again. I've been snaked too many times. So with that being said, I seen what everybody was saying, but then the one person I seen in there really made me say, is this fight really worth it? Now, Jasmine Johnson, she's going by Jada Johnson on here. She ain't have nowhere to stay in Chicago. Let's tell the truth. She didn't pay for Uber, mine. Let's tell the truth. You didn't pay none of my Uber shit. She didn't stay with me for 3 days. She stayed with me 1 day. And we were barely there that day because we was damn near, we were at the gym. Nobody sat in the damn lobby for 18 hours. Let's dispel all them lies real quick. What else? But she said I tried to silence her. I haven't talked about her. I don't need to. That's the other people that wanted to talk to you and get your side of the story that wanted to corroborate with you to try to have me locked up. Those were those ladies. I get it. Anywhere you can get the fit in, that's what you're going to do. But Jasmine, about a month and a half ago when you were homeless, you called Denise to call me to help you. I said that to say this. Whenever you get in a bind, don't call me for shit. When you show me what your hand is, I'm going to show you my hand. I wish you well, but I don't want nothing else to do with none of your street. Do not say nothing to me because I don't fuck with you. And I mean that. If you're gonna fight for R. Kelly, do you whatever you want to do. But Dana won't be working with y'all. Dana won't be talking with y'all. Dana won't be in bed with y'all. Dana won't do nothing with y'all because I cannot trust none of y'all. Now, I heard the little subliminal threat. Keyboard gangsters. If I wanted to, I could have turned this live into a massacre. Because people making threats thinking I don't know where you at. And it's nothing to expose where you at. But you're not in my geographical database. You're not even worth my time. I'm gonna say that. I seen what Lisa and Cassandra, both of them said. And then what irked me is you throw God in it. How can you be so evil and throw God in every damn thing? That's my question. How can you be so fucking evil and throw God in everything? Oh, Dana J doing this. He lied. He lied. Tell me one thing that I lied about. I guarantee you I will pull hard facts on every goddamn thing. Everything I say, I'll pull hard facts on. So at the end of the day, yes, Lisa and Cassandra, I did think that y'all were Rob's sisters. I did. I ain't gonna lie to you. When I got the picture, I was excited. I was praying that y'all was. Let's keep it 100. If fake Rogers would tell the fucking truth, I would keep it 100. I was excited. I wasn't fact checking nothing. No, I was excited that to even hear that people was related to my guy. But y'all mask came off. Now I'm gonna go here. Y'all hear me expose Don? Y'all heard me expose Rogers? Y'all heard me expose Phases? And then Phases says something in the chat like to the factor of, I don't know why anybody listen to him. Phases, I don't understand something. You allowed two people that cussed you out. One of the person that cussed you out, you came to me and was like, I don't even care about him. I'm not even gonna pay him no attention. But then you turn your back on me for bullshit and then act like I'm nothing. You act like the collaboration that we had didn't build and rebrand your page. I'm gonna say this much. You act like the connect that you got from Kip. You act like I didn't know about it. Phases, I know who you know. Maybe a little more. And when you go ask, we don't know nobody. So I'm giving you a hint. I'm gonna say this. No engineers are to be exposed. No engineers are to be talked about on no platform. It's a reason for that. Now, after talking to lawyers today and yesterday, there's some things that I can come and expose and be real about, but I ain't gonna do it. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I look at it like this: Don Russell is a peon compared to sitting back analyzing what happened. This was a well organized plan, a plot from somebody in the upper echelon. Don Russell ain't that smart. Phases ain't that smart. Rogers ain't that smart. Um, Kevin Terrell and Dabrowski definitely ain't smart at all. Hollywood Next definitely ain't smart to pull this off. So therefore, it's an upper echelon person. And when I say upper echelon, it's an upper echelon person. So my thing is, for everybody over here, we all got homework to do. And we all got to put the pieces together. And the pieces that we got to put together is what's what. You're live on the Dana J Show. I can help you.
Duncan.
Oh, what's up, Cuzzo?
Hey, Cuzzo, how you feeling, man?
I'm good. First guest tonight.
Yes. So what's the topic tonight, man?
Topic tonight is town hall meeting, and we discussing the truth, the ins and outs of R. Kelly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you know I'm going there tonight. And huh?
Going in tonight, huh?
Yeah.
All the way in.
And you know, I'm talking about how the peons are sticking their neck up, but this setup came from an upper echelon person.
Gotcha.
And by you being a man of stature, by you being one of the best coaches on the East Coast for years,
right,
I had to get you on part 4. And before I bring Levi on, because some ground rules haven't been, some ground carpet haven't been set.
Okay.
So, and the talks that you and I had, and you know, man, you just had a talk recently, because I was really like, you know, telling you like I'm about to take another flight, and you was like, nah, yo, you're an inspiration coming from the city.
Right.
So my thing now is, what do you think? Since the peons are sticking their head up, what do you think the best strategy would be at attacking the people that's really trying to keep him in jail?
I mean, the hard part is it's really dealing with the way our country looks at stuff, and you know, and it's hard to really talk about this and really not talk about how America was actually created.
Okay.
How America was formed. And some of the things that went on in slavery that people don't want to talk about, we only talk about really most of the time of, you know, the hanging and the whipping and the mutilation of blacks and everything. But we never talk about the things that they did to violate women, as far as raping and the molestations of our women. And then we never talk about the same things they did to men to basically demasculate the man. We never really talk about that part. I mean, some people talk about it every now and then, but we never really talk about it as hard as we should. And then when you get situations like, you know, Bill Cosby's situation, you get situations like R. Kelly's situation. It's like the same things that, and I'm not saying if anybody did it, if anybody didn't, but I'm just talking about in general. You know, we talk about the same things that this country was actually, the laws that this country was raised on, now it's coming back and it's actually incriminating us. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So this country, let's talk about this. This country was actually created off of us stealing land from a group of people that was already here before us.
Right.
We basically bullied them, made them teach us how to do everything. And once we figured out, I ain't gonna say we because it wasn't me, but once they figured out enough how to survive their own self here, what these rocks was, what these animals was, what all this stuff was, how to cook this, how to grow that, once they did that, then they already bullied them and took their land from them. All right, we got it from here, right?
Okay.
And you talk about, the North and the South did the same thing. They fought a war over freeing the slaves and this, that, and the other. And then you talk about, the Louisiana Purchase, how that was all Mexico and everything else. But here it is. Then, the guys that's on Mount Rushmore is considered heroes, right?
But they were Indians at first.
Right. Right.
You already know them there.
Right. So they were considered heroes. However, when the drugs come into our community, we're from Baltimore. Drugs come into our community. Dudes set up strips. This is their territory, they strips. Dudes get into little gun fights, gun battles over strips, money, this, that, and the other. Same thing that you calling other guys heroes for, we doing it in small little areas, we get sent to jail for it. It's the same thing.
So let me ask you this. As far as the Me Too movement, the time's up and the color of change.
Right.
And we all know that they was paid by somebody.
Right.
Because for them to just pop out the blue like that, it's
right.
somebody. So is it safe to say that these groups perpetrated as advocacy groups for women of color, but their whole agenda was only to take out one brother of color?
Well, I'm not going to say one brother of color. I think it was set up to take out more than that. Because remember Russell Simmons had to run in too at first.
Right.
You know what I mean? But it just affected one that was basically a stronger pioneer than everybody else. That if I'm using the right words, he was a pioneer in his field, so it just took him out a little bit stronger. It just went after him a little bit stronger than everybody else. I just felt like, but it would look like it's designed to take out one brother. But I mean, look at Bill Cosby. You know what I mean? Look at that situation. And even the girl talk about it was so many years she really couldn't even think of what really happened.
So,
you know what I mean?
So I guess my next question would be that the legacies that they're after. Right. When you lock up Bill Cosby, huh?
Right. That's what you need to talk about.
Right.
The legacies that they have.
Right. When they lock up Bill Cosby, they're not locking up Bill Cosby because we don't know Bill Cosby.
Right.
But they locking up Cliff Huxtable.
We know he's Cliff Huxtable.
Right.
So we not mad at Bill Cosby because none of us really knew Bill Cosby. We knew Heathcliff Huxtable. So when we got mad, we was like, damn, how could Heathcliff do this?
Right.
You know what I mean? We wasn't like, damn, how could Bill Cosby, like he's a man, how could Bill Cosby do this? We looking at the character Heathcliff Huxtable, not Claire's husband.
Right.
You know what I mean? So we was looking at that, not Rudy and Theo father.
Right. So just like now with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
They want to lock up Robert Sylvester Kelly because they don't want R. Kelly legacy to be solidified.
So that was my thing when it first happened, and everybody was like, yo, let's mute R. Kelly, not listen to his music. I was like, yo, can I curse on here, yo?
Yeah, come on. Cut. Yo, hey, Cuzzo, look. We from the hood, brother. Open that motherfucker up, man.
I didn't know. I was like, yo, fuck that. Yo, y'all some hypocritical ass niggas, man. Because, like, at the end of the day, like, one, it's hard for me to judge shit because I wasn't never there, right? So it's hard for me. So I stay in my motherfucking lane when it comes to that, right? But two, yo, I don't know motherfucking Robert Kelly. You know what I mean? Like I know R. Kelly, and R. Kelly ain't never did shit to me or anybody else. And like, yo, you can't mute a nigga music because you made an assumption or some shit that people said. Like, yo, you wasn't there. And think about this though, cause there's a lot of people, and I can even say this from experience. You know, I had a situation where I got some anonymous letters sent to my house with no return address on it. And the girl was writing in there how bad of a, my character was. I was a great coach and great mentor, but I'm messing with this chick and messing with that chick and this chick and that, and everything in there was false. Then about 7-9 years later, the same type of post popped up on Facebook with a fake post. So a girl named Teresa Parker. I don't even know no Teresas. And this, that, and other. Teresa Parker, this, that, and other. Come to find out, dog, this is crazy. 9 years later, I find out, yo, it was my wife that wrote both letters, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So,
wow.
And so, when I was going for the Dundalk head coaching job, and I'm in the interview, this shit comes up. Because she had tagged people that worked at Dundalk for it. And the thing is, it slandered my character so bad because I never, ever, ever did none of the stuff that was in them, none of that stuff. I was always a stand-up guy. So that's what I'm saying. The people go off of assumptions. You know what I mean? And some people want to know, well, why Duncan didn't get the Dundalk job? He was there like 8 years. He practically built the joint by himself.
Just like, I'm not going to call a nigga name out, but, and we know the same folks, but that was like, right. Dana, how can you support R. Kelly? He this, he right. He that.
Right.
And like you said, but I'm going to let you tell that part. But when I came to you like, yo, this nigga crazy. Yep. And you was breaking down about the men that jumps to the women's defense about this R. Kelly shit. They the men that got touched. So I want you to talk about that, Duncan.
Well, one of the things I come to realize, man, and I got some people that I know. And I'm trying to word this shit right without putting people out there.
Right.
So so I've been doing research on this for years. So I actually lived with somebody that was molested. You know what I mean? I was married to somebody that was actually molested and everything else, and it psychologically. It damaged her entire life. So it was certain things that she did certain ways, and I didn't really realize why she did things certain ways until she went to counseling. And I heard why she actually hold the remote when she sleep. And I heard why, why she get jitters at certain, situations and everything else.
Right.
So what I found out was I had a friend of mine, a good friend of mine, played in the NFL. This, that, and a really good friend of mine, right? And he played in the NFL. Then I had like 3 other friends. And they came to me. Well, actually, my friend in the NFL never came to me and said it. But my 2 other friends came to me and like, yo, you know what I mean? Dunk, you're a cool dude. You don't really judge people, this, that, and the other. But I got to tell you, like some things happened to me when I was younger or whatever. And what happened was, what I found out was that studying this, I remember when Oprah had a show on, and Oprah was talking about how she was molested or touched when she was younger.
Mm-hmm.
And one of the things she said is when that light switch went on, it's hard to turn that light switch off. Like, once you turn the light switch of sex on with a kid, it's hard to turn it off. So let me state by saying that from the age of 1 to the age of 7 is your programming years of your life.
Okay.
I'll say that again. From 1 to 7 is the programming years of your life. Whatever you learn in them years of 1 to 7 becomes your normal.
Okay.
All right? So the reason we learn our ABCs the way we do, 1, 2, 3 is the way we do, we learn it from 1 to 7. So from 1 to 7 becomes our programming days. So think about this. If a young boy gets touched by another man between the ages of 1 and 7, or even sometimes after that, their first sexual experience, that becomes their normal.
Okay.
All right, so that becomes their normal. So naturally, they think when you talk about normal, you talk about natural. So they first encounter sexually sometimes becomes their, I ain't going to say sometimes, but becomes their natural. So now they're naturally attracted to a man because a man actually touched them. That becomes their normal. That becomes right to them, right? Even if they grow up learning what's right and what's wrong, like a man and a woman supposed to be together, I understand it's right, it's wrong. Whatever's right for you is right for you. What's wrong for you is wrong for you. But that becomes their new normal. If a young lady gets touched by another woman growing up when they're younger or whatever, that becomes their new normal, right? So I got some friends that got touched by men while they was younger, and they grew up wrestling this thing their whole entire life. Now, they knew it was normal for them to be with a woman, but some way or another, they overcompensated in areas of manhood, right?
Right.
Overcompensated in areas of manhood just so nobody would never, ever pick up on their sexuality piece being tampered with. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
So what happened was, like, I got one friend or whatever that was high strung when it came to women, right? One of them that was high strung when it came, meaning he was like a lion behind a bush, always looking at wildebeest to pounce on, looking at the gazelles running to pounce on, just because he felt like being a man was actually sleeping with a whole bunch of women, so nobody would never have to question his manhood. That's heavy, though, right?
Right.
Because your manhood ain't wrapped up in you smashing a whole bunch of chicks. But he didn't never want nobody to question his manhood because his profession wouldn't allow that. So he actually had to portray the role of doing extra stuff so he could look like and perform like and act like a man without anybody ever knowing. But once you go through that outer shell, you will be able to see him for who he really was.
Wow.
Right? That's heavy, right? So I got another homeboy that actually had this happen to, or whatever. He overexerted himself in fights. So he became like a knockout artist. If somebody said something slick to him while we was growing up, this, that, and the other, boom, he was, swinging, hitting. You would think he the toughest nigga. He's overcompensating with manhood now, so nobody would never question his manhood. So he's fighting all the time. He's getting good at knocking niggas out. You know what I mean? He picking fights just so nobody wouldn't have a question like, yo, that nigga the man. So what happens is, in our community, with a lot of our fathers being gone in our black community, that a lot of people, a lot of us men gravitate to being the man and learning how to be the man. And I think we talked about this before, that anything that said something about manhood, especially when you grew up without a father and you had nobody really to teach you how to be a man, anything that said something about manhood, we gravitated to. So we'll see the dude on the corner, right? And he got the new Jordans on. Everybody standing around him, giving him all this attention, because you got to understand, like, attention is something that we strive for, or we addicted to attention. We get that from little kids. Every little sibling trying to outdo the other sibling to get mommy and daddy's attention. Look at me, mommy. Look at me, daddy. Oh, look how I do it. And you can't do it like I can. We fight for attention. That's heavy, though, Dan, when you sit and think about how it started.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so what we do is we see the guy on the corner with the Jordans on when we was younger, like, oh, yo, them Jordans is hot, yo, you the man, yo, you the man. As soon as he say you the man, we look at him. Man, why they call him the man? Oh, we got the Jordans on. We go home, walk home. Hey, Ma, can you give me some Jordans? We searching for manhood. We searching for manhood. Ma, can I get some Jordans? Because you want somebody to validate you as a man, so people can say you the man. Or what about the dude that had all the girls and stuff? He come around, bring another chick around, another bad chick. Like, oh, yo, he the man. Son, like he always got a new chick. What we do, we go down the harbor, we getting phone numbers all night long. How many numbers you get? We used to play the game. How many numbers you get? Remember that, Dana?
Right.
How many numbers? Because you trying to get people, you're searching for manhood. We just be searching for man. Any situation that we gravitate to, that, when somebody was getting attention as being the man, we'll start doing it. Then start getting with sports. We try to outdo each other as far as sports because we're attracted to that attention of being a man. Right? The cameras in our face, all the girls like us and stuff like that. Yo, you the man, bro. You the man. We're attracted to attention of being a man. So with all the fathers going on our life at an early age, it was hard to understand what true manhood was about. So a lot of guys overcompensated in certain areas so people wouldn't test their manhood when their manhood had already been violated when they was younger.
Wow.
Wow. I hope I ain't talking too much.
Nah. So basically, because I just read somebody was opposing to what you were saying, and what they said was there's so much help for sexual abuse and assault, as well as the crisis intervention centers. Nobody should even take it to social media to get help, get the real help. I'm not even. I mean, I'm lost with that one.
One of the problems is this. Nobody never really reached out to me on social media. These are people that I know personally that actually sat down and had conversations with me. Well, the problem is this: as far as social media, as far as the crisis prevention, a lot of people got a problem with people judging them. So as soon as you walk in the door, the first thing is you even talking about a story. If you ever went to the doctors and you had a problem going to, you just, think about it. Like, Dana, when we was younger, there used to be a clinic on what was that, Caroline Street?
Huh? Say again. I'm sorry. I was reading something.
Yeah, you remember the little free clinic on Caroline Street?
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that used to be the little free clinic on Caroline Street. Everybody used to go in there when they got STDs.
When they got tested for the STDs and stuff.
Right. Well, dudes were so embarrassed about that shit. Dudes would be, going through something and won't even go down there.
Right.
Because they didn't want to go in there and be exposed and buy into their business. For real. You know what I'm saying? So
right.
A lot of the, and I agree with you. It is a lot of crisis stuff and everything for you to deal with sex, but a lot of people don't want to open up. You'd be surprised when you actually sit down and talk to people how many young women and how many young men have actually been violated or molested when they was younger. It might be the person right next to you, you wouldn't even know because they scared. They never want to talk about it.
So question, when it comes to Rob, right?
Right.
And the people that get badgered in the public, like, you're a fucking R. Kelly lover, you're a pedophile lover. For some people who can't handle that, and for some people who never experienced that, and they going through like evil situations of being attacked because they fighting for Rob.
Yeah, because of his stature.
What type of advice would you give those type of people?
Well, first of all, is this: you got to be true. The only true sin in life is not being true to who you are. And I stated that on my live earlier today. We taught all these rules about what sin is our whole entire life. And think about this. Everything that, and this is what I was talking about on my live today, I don't know if you caught it, but every choice that we actually had in our life was never our choice. We didn't choose our own name. We didn't even choose where we lived at. We didn't choose our family. We didn't even choose what we ate at night or whatever. Somebody already made them choices for us. Our parents already made them choices for us. So the thing is this. All of us have, when we get older and we start realizing what's right to us and what's wrong to us, because perception is everything. Perception is everything. If you change your perception, you'll change your reality. If you change your reality, you'll change your life. And so most depression starts from perception. Most people get negative and stuff like that. So the advice I would give to people is this: be true to who you are. Be true to your relationship with people and everything else. I know a lot of people that is, and not just talking about the situation that Rob's in, but I know a lot of people that's in, situations where people that slander their name and said they was, bad people. And you have people that stuck up and stuck beside them. And you be like, yo, how can you can go, stand up beside this person, this, that, and other. They did this. Yo, but you don't know what they did, and I gotta be true to my friendship because, I gotta go between my friendship between me and that person, not that person and how you feel about them. and everything. So the only true sin out there is really not being real to who you really are and everything. And so once you're true to who you are, if that's your friend, if that's your guy, no matter what, you're going to be true to who you are. And if somebody got something to say about it, then, I mean, think about dudes that wives that went out there, slept with other dudes, and they know it. And they bring them back in the house and everything else. So you being true to who you are, you know what you've been doing. You know what I'm saying? But you still up in our face and this, that, and other. But you be the same one like, man, my wife would have cheated on me. I would never. Yeah, until you get into that situation. Until you get in that situation, you can't say what you would never do. So just be true to who you are. If this this relationship emphasizes who you are and it speaks volume to your true character, be true to it. If it don't, then walk away from it.
And see, I'm glad you said that, because you was a witness to when I had to battle the whole Facebook world, you know, including folks from back home that was like, oh, you fuck with R. Kelly, this and this and this and this. And I'm like, nigga, I don't give a fuck. I'm going to rock for my guy.
Right.
And I guess the thing that fucks with people is, Dana, how can you go so hard? Right. So I'm going to let you explain that, coming from where we from.
Okay.
How is it that we go so hard for our friends?
Well, we go hard for what we believe in. So let me break it down like this, and this is going to help somebody tonight. So all of us grow up in a house, and they come with a set of rules. Every household got a set of rules. So when you grow up, your mother gives you rules or your father gives you rules for their house, and that becomes your rights, right? So anything that they tell you that's right, that becomes right. Because remember, I told you the programming years is 1 through 7. So whatever they teach you growing up, that becomes right to you. And whatever's the opposite of that becomes wrong. And I'm going to lead right back into what you just said, why we go so hard. So whatever your neighbor learns as their rights become their right. That's right to them. And whatever the opposite of what they learned that was right becomes wrong. And what happens is this, and this is what you're going through. When people grow up and they're wrong, your rights don't match their rights, and your wrongs don't match their wrongs, no matter how much they care about you, if they don't get you to agree with them on their rights, then they stop fucking with you.
Wow.
Right? Think about it. Let's really think about this. Let's break this down. Because I was raised a certain way in my house, I learned what different rights were. So they became my rights. Your rights became your rights, right? So that creates self-righteousness, right? Because this is my self and this is my right. So that creates self-righteousness. And so your self-righteousness is your self-righteousness. That's what makes you right, and that's what makes me right. So it's no right and no wrong. It's just how you want to experience the situation. Right?
Yeah.
So what happens is when a person's rights don't line up with our rights, we stop fucking with that person. I'm guilty of it until I started learning the difference between right and wrong, and there's no right and no wrong. Because I started like, man, I don't mess with them because they believe it.
And I'm guilty of it too.
So I was guilty of it, but I didn't change my thought pattern. See, the things I used to think like 2 years ago, I don't even think them no more. I didn't change the way I think. And see, and that's your human right, to be able to change your mind. If you can change your mind, that means you're being true to who you are. If you change them, see, if it's the same thing, if me and you had a disagreement.
Thanks, Fantasia. Thanks, love me. Yeah, go ahead.
It's the same thing if me and you had a disagreement, Dana, or whatever, and we like, man, you right, I'm wrong, you right, I'm right, you wrong, you this, that, and other, and we start speaking to each other, and then I go through an experience, and it shows me that, yo, what Dana was saying was right.
Right.
And I'll come back to you and say, yo, you know what? I apologize, bro, because I went through an experience, and you know what? You was right. Right? I just didn't understand back then, but now that I go through this experience, I see that you was right. If I don't come back and tell you that, and just continue to never speak to you, but I start doing the shit that you would say was right the whole time, I'm a hypocrite like hell.
Facts.
You feel what I'm saying?
Facts.
So the thing is this. A lot of people in the situation that you in, a lot of people actually went through some sexual abuse or been around people that got sexually abused when they was younger. So that to them is a big no-no and becomes a big-ass wrong to them.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you supporting your friend, no matter what he did or what they say he did or this, that, and the other, you supporting a friend, they say they don't fuck with you no more because he was wrong. But you say, you know what I mean? You just supporting your friend, right or wrong, then people start messing with you because your rights don't line up with their rights.
Wow.
That's their own self-righteousness. And you got your own self-righteousness. It reminds you of two parties called the Democrats and the Republicans. They all got different rights. And they all got different wrongs. And we can't get shit done in America because we don't agree on certain things. So you got the rights and the wrongs standing back to back. No, I ain't signing this. It's going to help the people. So what? I don't agree with what you agree in. This ain't got nothing to do with our rights and wrongs.
Man, you gonna put a class together about the Democrats and Republicans, bro?
Huh?
Man, you gonna put a class together and teach the folks about the Democrats and the Republicans?
Exactly. Because I'm gonna tell you something that's really real. If you look at your tax returns from when Obama was in office, and you look at your tax returns now that Trump's in office, we'll see when you got the most of the money back.
You can't tell them folks that because I got some folks that love Obama, but I keep
I
telling
know,
them.
I know, but that's why I said it like that. Go look at the tax laws when Obama was in office, and then look at the tax laws when Trump was in office. And I don't support neither one of them. But go look at the tax laws. Go look back at your returns when Obama was in office, and look at your returns when Trump is in office, and then you tell me which one you got the most money back on.
So question, DA. With what Rob just went through yesterday, for them denying him because of people he don't know, that's going after the alleged victims and everything. What would you say about that? Like, what will be your stance on that? Because you have a certain group of folks that's fighting for Rob, but then you have a certain group of folks that's fighting to keep Rob in, but then you got a certain paid group of folks that's fighting to keep Rob in, and they consciously don't care because they're attacking victims, but they doing it in Rob's name.
Right. Well, the thing is this, his stature of who he is going to lead him to getting a little bit more incriminated than anybody else. You understand what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because it's his impact. So one thing you got to understand, let's look at it like this. You got to look at people impact and influence first. Right? Let's just be real. The impact and the influence first. We look back at Bill Cosby and we say, what was the reason, or rumored the reason that Bill Cosby actually got arrested? He was getting ready to buy what?
NBC.
Right. So what would have been his impact or his influence if he would have got the opportunity to do that? It would have changed the whole narrative about TV. Because right now, even look at coronavirus.
Right.
All they teaching is nothing but fear. This person died. They don't tell about people that got healed. It's only the deaths in the cases, right?
Right.
Because this world is created on fear. Fear has been the best teacher in the history of life, right?
Right.
So his influence as far as pop culture, right? He has one of the biggest influences in this world.
Right.
So all he got to do is get on one album when he gets released, and it will change the world.
Right.
You think they don't understand that? You think the powers that be don't understand that? You think they ain't talking back in their back chambers about this?
Wow.
Yo, think about the influence that music has on the world. You cannot turn on the TV and not see hip hop. You cannot turn on the TV and not see R&B. You cannot. I'm talking about commercials. I'm talking about the newest apps. I'm talking about everything on TikTok. It's all hip hop. It's all our culture. So what's going to happen if we release him and he makes one song?
Wow.
We can destroy the whole entire case.
Right. So basically, what I was told earlier is that some folks are being paid just to make sure he don't get out.
I didn't see it done firsthand.
But why would you do that to an innocent man, though? That's what myself and a lot of other people can't come around. Like, you doing something to an innocent man who don't deserve this.
You want to go back to what we started this conversation off of? How was America created? Them slave owners that's on them green pieces of paper.
Right.
That's what it comes down to. Like, yo, come on, man. We seen Training Day. We see how money get moved around to get certain things and certain things done. Neither want to go in Roger House. They was talking to the judge when they got that, right?
Yeah.
Right. Suitcase of money, right?
Right.
Oh, we know how things get moved. Like, listen to me. When anybody put a movie out, they're not just putting a movie out. They're trying to send a message, bro.
That's true.
It's up to us to pick up on the message. The movie 2012 came out years ago. Y'all ain't pay attention to it. This is what we're going through right now. Y'all ain't pay attention to it. The world just froze over in 2012, but it was all a stay-at-home shit like we're doing right now. Nobody paid attention to it, though.
Wow.
But nobody, and that's what I try to tell people. Movies like Independence Day, somebody seen something. Movies like Star Wars, somebody seen something.
Or just like, what is that movie with a Morgan Freeman and a Neil Jennison? President, when the president got shot or something.
Oh yeah. What is it called? Under Fire. I know what you're talking about.
Right.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about because they came out like a part 2 and a part 3.
Right.
Under Siege or Under Fire.
Right.
Like
how the CIA is really trying to.
Right.
But my thing is, why Robert Kelly though?
Because I just told you. You're talking about, look over the last 20 years, who's the most influential person in R&B.
But you do him like this. You don't have to do him like this. He's human.
Yo, Bill Cosby. Look who advocated as far as TV for the black culture for the last 30 years. Bill Cosby.
And then on top of that, here's my thing. It wasn't until Obama put things in president that all this bullshit started happening.
Well, we already know that. I mean, shit, even like the alphabet people. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, everybody got rights except for blacks. We never even got rights yet. We don't have rights. You want to know why Mike Vick went to jail?
Why?
Because animals had rights way before us.
Wow.
We don't have no rights.
Which
Mike Vick went to jail because animals got rights.
Which lead me to believe, and I'm just saying this, what if R. Kelly was an advocate for the LGBT community? Would this be going on?
Nah, he wouldn't. You know it wouldn't. Come on, you know that answer. You know the answer. You know it wouldn't. That's the movement right now. Every year they add a new letter.
Just like they add the pedophile letter, but they hiding it under personal. What is it? Personal pedophilia.
Right. Everybody got rights except for us, bro.
Thank you, Sonia.
Everybody got rights except for us. Let me ask you this, though. Let me ask you a strong question, right? I need you to break this down to me.
Okay.
Being a black man in America, right?
Okay.
United States citizen, right? Born in America, raised in America, United States citizen, right? What have you gained by being a black man in America? Like, what have you gotten from your citizenship of being a black man in America?
Well, I can't answer that because I ain't a citizen.
You're not?
No.
You don't have an ID. You
no.
I have a birth certificate.
No, because I already done reclaimed my birthright and all that. But
got you.
But before I reclaim my birthright, I can answer that part, and I can tell you nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. It benefited me nothing.
Thank you, Pastor Gangster. Right.
Being a United States citizen.
It wasn't until I reclaimed my birthright till I start seeing the benefits.
Okay.
And the benefits is clearly living in the private sector. And when you live privately, a lot of the statutes don't apply to you. Only UCC and constitutional law apply to you.
Right. Got you. Right.
Just like now, I'm working on something to try to change this driver's license format in Georgia, like the brothers did up in Kansas. Okay. And I figured if I can change it in Georgia, I'm coming home to Baltimore to do it. Because I still don't understand why people gotta have a commercial driver's license to drive a private vehicle. No, it's unacceptable.
Right. So the crazy part is
hey, Spinfire.
Exactly what you're saying. When you look at different countries, you look at Canada right now, how whatever epidemic is going on or whatever in Canada is actually taking care of their people. The country is actually taking care of the people. The country is sending money out to the people. The country is actually, making amends for the people, just like they do with their health insurance and everything in Canada.
Right.
Their kids don't have to pay health insurance. They taken care of to the age.
Thanks, Nakia. So question, DA. What can people do now to bring awareness about the truthfulness of R. Kelly and other brothers of color who was done unjust, since the media don't want to really cover it? Because what I'm thinking is, why don't we just start storming radio stations and TV stations? How about that?
That's not going to work first. That's not going to work first. The first thing that's going to have to happen is we got to get our allies back. You know what I mean by
allies? Speak on that.
All right. So who is the black man's biggest ally?
The woman.
The black woman. And the black woman has turned their back on us, and the government got them to turn on us years ago. Years about in the 70s, like the early 80s is when the late 70s, early 80s is when it started, that single parent household thing.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Late 70s, early 80s, the single parent household really was impacted. And the welfare system started where, if you get him out your house, we'll pay for you. We give you all the money. We give you money every month. Because see, in America, it's like this. If you're going to make a lot of money or you're going to be poor, that's the only way you're going to benefit. Middle class, you're going to drown.
Right.
You're going to drown. So either you're going to make a lot of money and be straight, or you either going to be poor, on welfare, and you're going to be able to survive real good like that. So middle class people that go and work every day like me and you, we drowning every day or whatever because of the way things are set up. So what I'm saying is that until the black woman and the black man get back on the same page, running the radio station ain't going to never, because we always going to be at odds.
And Vanetta said, but who is the black woman ally?
The black woman ally was the black man. That was her protection. That was her protection. However, when the government decided that, okay, with this child support, the single parent household, if you get that, look at the rules of the child support or the welfare system. If that man comes in your house, we're going to take all your benefits away. They even threaten to say we're going to come and check to see if you got tennis shoes. I done heard them say that. If you got tennis shoes or a toilet seat up at your house when we do pop-ups. They never do pop-ups, but they tell you this when they're giving you these food stamps and these benefits. So if that man is in your house, we're going to take these benefits away. So if he comes home, if he comes there and try to run the house or rule the house, you dial these 3 numbers, 911. And we'll come and get him from out there.
Right.
We'll embarrass him in front of you, and we're going to ridicule him in front of his kids, and they ain't going to never have respect for him again. You know, so that was the thing. So once that black woman and the black man wasn't on the same page, because think about it, I said this earlier today. The black woman can bust the guy car windows out, slash his tires, key his car. He'd never call the police on her. Never. They get into an argument. We've been already trained to dial 911. When you dial 911, it's a great chance that somebody's going to die.
Yeah.
There's a great chance when the police get out there, somebody's going to lose their life.
Yeah.
It's like a high 70% chance that if this guy's wound up when the police get there, they're going to use brute force, and somebody's going to actually pass. Spike Lee actually wrote a movie about that. What? Do the Right Thing?
Do the Right Thing, yeah.
You know what I mean? He was showing us back then in the 80s that when the police get involved as a black man, there's a great chance that somebody's going to actually get hurt real bad or die. So the thing is like, yo, we got to erase this hatred and this down looking of ourselves. And it comes from self-denial, which is a lack of self-love for each other, for ourselves first. And it's hard for me to appreciate somebody when I don't have value in myself.
Wow.
You know what I mean? That's the reason that these kids out here killing each other. Because if you never teach self-love, Dana, think about this, bro. If you never teach self-love, it's only one love, and the only love is self-love. Because love is an energy. Energy is nothing but action. So love is an energy that is expressed in action towards each other. Right?
Right.
So the way I feel about it is only one love, which is self-love. So the way I feel about myself, I express it in action towards others.
Facts.
Right? So if I got a high self-esteem, then there's no problem with me telling everybody that I meet, yo, I love you. I'll see you next time. I love you. See you next time. That's me. Because that's how I feel about myself. We all are mirrors. And then when you look in the mirror, it's a reflection. So I see some of you in me every time I look at you. I see me in you. And we all mirrors. And so the only thing that puts the smoke between the mirrors, the smoke and mirrors, is our different dreams and goals. So our dreams and goals are different, and that changes the smoke in between the mirrors. Now I can't see your reflection of me and you because your goals and dreams are different than mine.
And Vanetta said, and Vanetta, not to cut you off, D. And Vanetta said, I need government assistance to feed your child. And you mad they won't give it to me. They won't give me the assistance if your ass is living there. What type of ally is this?
Well, if we was to build together, the black man and the black woman, if we was to build together, we go back to building our communities, buying black. And this don't have nothing to do with racism at all. You know, I don't want nobody to take this the wrong way. But what I'm saying is, like, yo, we actually control the buying power in America. Is that facts or not?
Yeah.
Right? We control the buying power in America. But we own nothing in America. We make everybody else rich. So think about the biggest thing is, think about if the black man, the black woman got back on the same page. Think about how we could tackle the communities. Right. I remember it was a point that Jay-Z and Beyonce looked like they wasn't going to be together. You remember that?
Yep.
They wrote songs about it, didn't he?
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? Lost Ones, yeah. He wrote songs about it. But then somebody got smart, like, yo, we're going to make more money together. Let me get out my little pride right now. Let me start forgiving some things. Let's sit back and talk this thing out and everything else. And they one of the richest couples in the world. So think about if everybody was to go back to that. Getting out our pride, getting out our way. And I understand you got to feed my black child. I totally get that. But you can't feed my black child if they taking my license and suspended my license, and I can't even get the court. I mean, can't get the work now.
Right.
If I'm locked up, how you going? You know what I mean? I'm a feed my black child.
Right.
If I'm arrested and locked up. But These are the laws.
Right. Look, man, you're going to continue. Man, you're going to have a part 2 to the series on this. I gotta get another guest on, but me and you gonna sit back and we gonna plan this class for these folks, and we gonna give these people the unadulterated truth, and we just gonna run a series with it on both platforms, and we gonna run your platform on and we're gonna run your platform on Facebook, and then we're gonna run mine over here on YouTube. Thank you for coming on, Cuzzo. You know how it is.
Man, I hope I gave some good, juicy information for people, man. I hope I didn't, you know what I mean, discourage anybody. But I mean, it's just some things we just need to talk about.
Right.
And I think the things that's going on with Robert, and I think the things that's going on with Bill Cosby is a shame. And I think as our people, we should be even coming behind them and standing behind them, even if they're right or wrong.
Right.
Just because they are us.
You're right.
Because they are. I mean, that's all it is. Just because they are.
You're right.
No different than if your child was going to court for murder and you know he murdered that person, you still be standing behind him.
Right. You're right.
Right. So we just hypocrites sometimes. All right, love you, Cuzzo.
All right, love you, Cuzzo. Yeah. I wanted to bring somebody on here first that'll give you a different outlook on different things. One of the best football coaches to hit the East Coast. He's won on every level. He's actually coaching pro right now. And I really ain't want to say who it was because folks will be like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Yeah, but he's an NFL coach right now. Just gonna put it out there. Look him up. His name Duncan. Okay, I'm gonna leave it at that. None of y'all can find him. Look him up. Levi, call in, Levi. I took my time out. I don't mind sharing my time. But I know bro got something to say. You know. Call in, Levi. FDR split us up.
Hey, what up, bro?
Hey, what up, bro?
What's that? I'm about to go back outside. Listen, go on and talk for about 3 minutes, then I'll jump in. I'm listening to you. I'm walking out to the ride.
You said talk for 3 minutes. Levi, everybody can't do what you do, bro.
Go on.
It's like, nah, but me and Levi have been sitting back, you know, thinking about some things, going over some things. We've been bumping heads all day. But that's what fam do. We bump heads and then we come together. Like I was telling y'all about the vipers in the snake pit. I seen them all show up yesterday. I seen them all have something to say about me yesterday. And I'm gonna let it be known. If that statement wasn't true, people wouldn't react it the way they reacted yesterday. Second thing, I'm not trying to silence anybody. I just believe in doing what's right, and I don't believe in hurting a person that you're supposed to be advocating for. Third thing, I'm not gonna chum it up and be cool and be friends. I did that, and look where it got me. So I'm not gonna chum it up and be cool with people who snake me. I'd rather you stay in your lane and do what you do if you can continue doing what you do. But I don't forget. And the thing that get me is when people say, well, Dana, you be the bigger person. So where was them people at when I was getting drugged and belittled, and yesterday I was being lied on a certain platform that I actually was laughing at? I mean, I literally was laughing like, this lady said I beat up Tyson. No, let's get it correct. Man, that brother ain't never fight. I said, I'm going to beat his ass. That's what I said. So you can't take what I said and then mix it with something else. You can't do that. Say what I say the way I said it and mean what I say the way I said it. I'm not the one that's trying to throw rocks and then hide my hand. I do know for a fact that Lisa, I don't know her last name, and Rogers was trying to find my legal real name. I do know that for a fact. And even with it, they still wouldn't have been able to do anything. So you telling people, oh, I'm going to put charges on them. I didn't do nothing. So when you give a false charge, I'm going to be the man to take it to the grand jury. And I'm the man that'll really do what you do and make sure you never come home. That's what I do. I'll let you play your hand until I got to play my hand. And when I play my hand, it's a wrap. One thing about me, I never jump first. So what I'm saying was all type of lies like the courts were closed and Dana doing this and Dana started this, and my only regret through all of this is bringing people around Rob. I regret bringing people around Rob. I do. Because out of the people that came around, I've been snaked by a majority of them. Because they felt as though I got enough connections, I don't need them. And then when they find out when the pendulum swing, Dana, you're going to come right in back into me. I'm still there. So at the end of the day, I heard what Roger said. I heard the threat. I'm going to tell that sister this. You're not a factor in my world. But evidently, I'm a factor in yours. So what I got to say is, whether y'all in this fight for a documentary deal, whether y'all in this fight for whatever y'all trying to get out of Rob, that's y'all situation. Think about it. And I'm going to get the people something to think about. You said on your platform, well, Dana took us to Shabazz. I want y'all to go back I think 5 lives that she did when she said, we didn't need Dana to take us to Shabazz because we already knew him. You gave me a way out. But because I'm a man's man and I'm a man of my word, I stood on the fact that I gave you that call. Now, here's where you fucked up at. If somebody gave you a call to do a documentary, why are you still remaining in contact with that person and look like, because perception is everything, you're looking like you are co-producer of the documentary. You don't get that far. You don't get that far just by being, oh, we want to do the documentary. Oh, we're going to do our part and that's it. No, you don't do that. And you don't get that far by telling younger females, girl, you go ahead and get whatever you're going to get out the situation because a nigga going to pay me if I'm going to do something. Don't go nowhere without signing a contract because you need to get paid for everything. Those were your exact words. I was paraphrasing it.
That is so deep. That is super deep, man, right there.
I done forgot this nigga was on the phone. You just scared me. You see how I jumped like...
Man, Dana be talking a long time, don't he? Y'all like, nigga, please. Damn, this nigga be talking a long time.
So I'm just saying this, Levi, like, honestly, we all know money, for the love of money, is the root of all evil. But to attack somebody that you know is for Rob, that brought you to Rob, but you can undermine and backstab that person because you got a personal vendetta because of the relationship that he had with Rob, that's a sickness.
Well, that's So that I am not being accusatory. I'm not pointing anyone out when I say this. I'm saying that is anyone that thinks like that is a dangerous person. And if, let me know when I can jump in, bro.
Yeah, jump in.
Well, let me say this, brothers and sisters. Do you know what makes mothers so special? Mothers more special than fathers. Mothers are so special because mothers will go to the end of the earth for their children. Real mothers. Mothers are so special because when you came into this world and your mother held you as like you're only 1 day old, an hour old, and she held you in her arms, that bond between herself and you is a lifelong bond because that mother did not have you for money. That mother did not have you for celebrity. She did not have you because she thought you were going to be a great football player or basketball player. That mother had her child unconditionally without any strings attached. So as we go through life, our mothers are always willing to go all the way to the end with us. There's nothing in between the mother and the child. And I say that to say that when you look at my cousin's situation, when you look at R. Kelly, he was a man, or he is a man, I'm saying prior to him being falsely imprisoned, he was a man that was looking for unconditional love. And he was looking for that unconditional love in people who had motives, which most of the time it was just money. So if Dana and I'm not going to give a long speech, I'm going to make this short, y'all. If Dana and I start a business together and we started 50-50, but in my mind, I'm thinking, how can I squeeze Dana out? I want more money. Hell, we making $60,000 a month each. But shit, I want to make $100,000 a month. So I'm going to do things to backbite Dana, to go behind his back, to undercut him, to cut his throat. So all I'm saying to you guys is that when you look at everybody in this entire saga, in this entire picture concerning R. Kelly, I would ask all of you to take one word and store it in your minds mentally. Write that word and put it on your refrigerator, on your desk, and think about that one word, which is motive. What is the motive of these people? What are their motives? Well, they say Dana's motive was to set up $1 for the king to make money. That he was setting up $1 for the king, he and I, to con people out of millions of dollars. As if you can commit such an act, an illegal act, and not go to prison for some serious years. So they said Dana was someone trying to use my cousin. Dana was someone who basically wanted to be at the head of this. He wanted to be the head of the face of the R. Kelly movement. As the midget guy said in his video that we played the other day, he said it. He said, "No, you ain't gonna be the face of this. I'm from Chi-Town." So jealous of Dana J. So jealous, such to the extent that he wanted him dead. I saw it in his eyes. Well, they say Dana was in this for money. Now, I want y'all to think about this live right now. We'll use this live as an example. I have not heard Dana one time ask y'all to hit his Cash App. I haven't heard him one time say, "Send me some money." Go back through all of Dana's videos and show me where he's on there. Send me some money. Hit the Cash App, y'all. I need something. I need some food. I need to stay in this hotel for a month. So you have to remove money as a motive for Dana J. When you look at Levi, from Levi for Kelly, I got over 200 videos, which I'm sorting through right now. So I took some of them down because I'm cleaning house. However, when you look at Levi, y'all been watching me for over a year. How many times have you heard me say, hit the Cash App, send me your money, send me your money? I haven't even gone live yet. But when I do, it's going to be something you've never seen. So you have to remove Levi from, as a motive or motivation, Levi is out for money.
Levi Sharby said, meanwhile, Levi on Dana platform not asking for no money. So how are Levi and Dana the ones profiting?
You're damn right. When you, listen, when you after money, it's going to show. If a man marries a woman because she has money, it's going to show. If a woman marries a man, or a woman hooks up with a man, or a man hooks up with a woman for money, it's going to show. The bottom line is that let's remove Levi and Dana from the table. Take us off the table. We ain't on here asking for money.
Wait, Levi. Sorry to cut you off. But iCup said after Team Truth called her grease face, she went right over there and hung out with them, then came on her platform and said she agreed with R. Kelly accusers. Damn.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Listen, brothers and sisters, one of the most, and I'm not pointing phases or Dr. Rogers out, I'm speaking in general. And if the shoe fits, put the motherfucker on. I'm sorry for swearing, but put it on if it fits. Whenever a person is motivated, when they're motivated by money, that's a dangerous person because I can't trust you. That means if you get a chance to stab me in the back, you're going to stab me in the back. Now, what y'all have to understand, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, when you love someone, and I love my cousin, I love Rob, I love
you just don't treat them bad.
I love them. And when you love someone, you can spot people who don't give a damn about them. A lot of you are in relationships, and you know that the person you with has their enemies there, people that they may deal with, and you say, watch him or leave her alone or leave. When you love someone, you can tell when they're not for a person. And I think where a lot of you all have got off track or you've been fooled is that you've allowed a lot of bloggers and a lot of people to come to you saying, I want R. Kelly to be free. Saying, I love R. Kelly. I used to love his music. I listened to his music. I grew up on R. Kelly. I think a lot of you have been fooled by those who have started channels who just wanted to be a part of my cousin's celebrity. I think a lot of you have been fooled by people who, yes, came into this for money, came into this to be next to him, came into this to meet him. I ask you all a question, and a lot of people come at me for reuniting with Dana J. Dana J and I, we have our differences now. We go back and forth. We've had differences in the past. However, I'll say this much, and I want y'all to listen to this question I'm about to ask y'all, and I want y'all to be dead honest. Be honest. Out of all these people that you've seen on YouTube claiming to love R. Kelly, I want to ask you if either of them, take each blogger, if they had access to my cousin, access to R. Kelly, and Dana J didn't, how many of them would have introduced Dana J to R. Kelly? How many of them would have said, come on, y'all, come meet the king, R&B, come meet the king. Come. How many of them would have been that gracious to say, well, I'm not saying we can go up in his crib and eat dinner and hang out with him and spend the night, but hell, I'm going to let you guys meet him. How many of them would have done that for Dana J? Come on, y'all. Y'all see how these people are moving out here. There's a lot of snakes out here. There are a lot of people that cutthroat out here, and I'll say it. I've said it earlier, and I'm going to say it again. My eyes became open. I once was blind, but I began to see that something wasn't right. When the dear woman, I can't say sister anymore, but when Miss Phases slighted me, rolled the red carpet out for Don Russell, rolled the red carpet out for the other guy from Bolingbrook or wherever he's from. He's not from Chicago. I ain't going to say his name. Rolled the red carpet out for Dollar General and basically said to me, you're not welcome over here. That's when I began to, as God is my witness, I began to see things and say, wait a minute, there's a bigger picture here. What have I ever done in my 200 videos to disrespect Miss Phases? When Dollar General and these guys came and disrespected her, I put my life on the line. When a man defends a woman or women, he's putting his life on the line. They asked me, why wasn't you at his court dates? And the truth of the matter is that no one is going to walk up to me in Chicago, New York, or anywhere else, saying a word to me. I come from a place where when you violate, we demonstrate. I come from a place where when you're having words on social media back and forth and niggas talking slick, niggas threatening you, niggas saying all manner of evil, don't even know you. The mere fact that some of these cats said that ain't his cousin was enough for them to really be fearful of meeting Levi. And I'm not threatening no one. When you say certain things about me, you cannot be in my presence without me stepping up to you. And when I step to you, I'm not stepping in the name of love, goddammit. When I step to you, I ain't stepping in the name of love. You understand? So I fell back. I said, well, I'm not going to go there where the newspapers will say, well, R. Kelly's cousin got into it at the courthouse and this, that, and the third, and catch a case and all that. I fell back. It's cool. But I ask y'all again, why would someone claim to be representative of R. Kelly but threaten his cousin, threaten other people, disrespect women? And what kind of woman would embrace a man that would call her Miss Piggy and tell her to suck his private parts and fuck you, bitch? What kind of woman, what would cause a woman to allow that man to even speak to her? Well, if that woman has a motive, and if there is a greater picture, and that woman is trying to get to something, she'll allow that man to disrespect her. She'll say to a Don Russell, I'm sorry that Levi disrespected you. I'm paraphrasing. Even though Don Russell disrespected me. Now, I'll say it again, y'all. Y'all better start looking at this word motive. And I say this to each and every one of you. My cousin was recently, yesterday, denied bail again on his motion. He was denied bail because of certain individuals' motives. Because there are those amongst you who are smiling and saying free kills, who have been paid to control a propaganda machine. Let me tell y'all what happened. Let me cut through the chase. And I'll say this. Don Russell, I'm saying your name. Don Russell saw how much traction we were getting on YouTube. He did. He saw that the major networks, be it Lifetime, MSNBC, NBC, CNN, ABC, CBS, all of them. He saw where they couldn't really just talk about R. Kelly all day, every day. So that placed us at an extreme advantage because they did their hit jobs. They would mention them. Entertainment Tonight, they'll talk about R. Kelly. All these are propagandists. It's a propaganda machine that was set up. But that propaganda machine could not work 24/7. They could not spend their time on R. Kelly 24/7. Now, in walks us. In walks his cousin. In walks Dana J. In walks several bloggers. Sincere, decent ones. And we on there every day, damn near 24/7. Y'all can find one of us up at 3 a.m. talking about R. Kelly and how he's innocent and how we need to galvanize, come together to help this man. Well, in the process of that, Don Russell said, damn, these people have become a voice for this movement. What can I do to offset it and to derail this movement? Because if they keep talking amongst themselves, really trying to get down to the real moles and the real machinations of how this whole machine works, how this conspiracy came into place, who's at the top of it, and who's at the bottom of it. See, what y'all have to understand is that this conspiracy is not, there's a top hierarchy that don't even know the lowerarchy. They don't even know them little niggas. Don Russell, from my vantage point, allegedly, his mind is on $5 to $10 million. If I can come out of this shit with $5 or $10 million in my pocket, I'm good. The people at the top, their minds are on $5 to $10 billion. So here's one individual, and I said he sends the midget in. He says, I know someone who, can pull people in, and a snake, a rat. I know somebody can get amongst the people and get a bunch of shit going. And sure enough, he came straight in starting shit. Hopefully every day, Dana will just do a video or just that little clip of when Don Russell called the first blogger on YouTube that was involved in this R. Kelly saga. And he said himself, you are the first blogger that I'm calling. You, the midget, the woman beater, the woman abuser, I'm calling you. But the woman beater, the woman abuser, the midget tried to pretend he didn't know him. But the guy who called him before Don Russell called said, Don wants you to call him. And these are the words, and I want Dana to isolate those words and just to have it as a clip where he can continue to remind y'all, as I will do. He said to him, he has some work for you. And the midget, woman beater, the homeless guy says, Don want me to call Don Russell, trying to act like he didn't know him. Now, when a person says he has some work for you, that is a help. Listen, if somebody called you right now and said, I got somebody that wants to speak to you, you would say, who? Don Russell. Oh, okay, well, you're going to say yes or no. But when you say to a person, someone calls you and says, Don wants you to call him, he has some work for you. That was so telling. And I would have never listened closely and observed it if Miss Phases had not rolled the red carpet out for this guy and did so many things that were so suspicious, very suspicious. Here's a woman who really I thought was she smiles a lot. And her personality is that which will pull you in. I've always respected the Miss Phases. I always have. mild-mannered, smiles a lot. But people would say to me, don't you take her smile for what it is. Don't you better watch her. And I said, no, I'm not that kind of person. I do not accuse people, castigate and malign people unless they show me something. If y'all play that back, well, she may take it down.
Well, I guess she showed you something.
Oh, she definitely showed me something because I could not believe it. I couldn't believe it. And what I got from it is that she, the Dollar General, the midget woman abuser that beat Crystal Crow for 19 years, Don Russell, several others, they talk amongst themselves. They congregate and meet. Shabazz, all of them, they conversate and they meet. And in that conversation, the word was sent down. Whatever you do, do not allow Levi on your channels. Don't allow Levi to speak. Because even though Dana J, the things that he said to me in the past, Dana, like I said, he's just animated. You know how Dana is? This nigga telling me, bro, this nigga know Don Russell. And I'm saying, Dana, all right. But people will look at Dana and say, well, you know, he's Dana. He's like they say, he's an actor. Very animated. His mind runs as a thespian. Dana's mind is like he's an actor 24/7, really, because his mind, he's very creative. So he's a creative. He's constantly thinking of ways to create, and he's constantly, when he says something, is in a creative way. So people say, they take it, whatever. But when I speak, people say, wait a minute, Levi is agreeing that with Dana that the midget guy and Don know one another? Yeah. Common sense would tell you that. And I would have never thought it. Now, I'll say this also. Silence. There's a lot of bloggers who are silent right now. They weren't silent. Several of them would be more outspoken. Now they're silent. They're afraid for some reason. They don't want to speak. How I speak, goddammit. How I speak, goddammit. Because don't nobody control me. No one. When I speak for a man that I love. And when I see some salt in the game, I'm going to call it out. So I want you guys to watch the silent people in this. And watch the people who are moving certain ways that are so suspicious. That man, Don Russell, came on the scene saying, don't donate to $1 for the King. It's been money.
Kevin said the same thing.
Who's that?
Kevin said the same thing. He said, $1 for the King? Why you want to have an all-white party kickback? Why donate to that?
Look, man, my cousin does not fuck with Don Russell.
At all.
He's not at all. And my cousin does not fuck with Shabazz.
At all.
When I went on the Grown Man Show and exposed Shabazz, I automatically became an enemy of Dr. Rogers and Phases. That's a fact. I didn't go in there and cuss Shabazz out. I didn't go in there and threaten Shabazz. We had a conversation amongst men. And he himself, at the end of the conversation, he being more sophisticated than Don Russell. Shabazz is not the one that say, you faggot ass bitch, hang up on him, you faggot bitch. Don Russell doesn't have that kind of class. He doesn't have that sophistication. Shabazz is more sophisticated. So Shabazz said, what's up, brother? Assalamu alaikum, alaikum salam. Yeah, let's talk. And because of our exchange, he was exposed. Do I hate him? No. I have a measure of respect for him. As I said to him, I don't have a problem with what you're doing, but do not produce a docuseries and fool the real true supporters and bloggers into thinking that you are impartial, that it's going to be fair and balanced. When I exposed that Angelo Clary has, from my vantage point, a vested interest in the project. Now, if Angelo Clary does in fact have a vested interest in President, the docuseries, and we all agree that Angelo Clary, Team Truth, Grown Man, all of them are the ops. They want to see R. Kelly put away for some serious time. Well, how do you all justify Dr. Rogers, Phases, being a part of Shabazz's scheme?
Well, no, I'm gonna give you the truth about it. Because see, I already said I'm holding too many people situations. Actually, let's go here. Let's put presidents on a back burner. If you want to expose something, let's expose the whole truth. Let's take it back to Daryl Johnson. That was supposed to have been Phases' interview. But you see who got it, right? On the same token, as she was holding the phone, talking to Daryl Johnson, a drop-down tab came down from Lisa. Cassandra, Dr. Rogers blocked Dana J. And then when I asked about it, she responded months later, 6 months later, and said, well, you know, we just not up for the drama and this and this and this. But then when I get intel that you're asking people about me, that's informant shit. Oh, do you know Dana's name? And the first thing the person said, and I don't even talk to the person, was, I'm not getting into that.
Ain't that something? But I want to touch on something that you just said, brother, which is so deep to me. A person comes in, kicks in your door, knocks your windows out, tries to snatch your kids out of the house. You get up with that thing. You blow their asses back out your house. And people say, oh, he's violent. He's about drama. He's the one he's creating all of this. Putting the onus and pointing people to you as if you just walked outside trying to harm people and you minding your business. This is the trick that they have been using from day one. These people can go on their channels. These people can visit other channels and slander people and lie on people and call people every name but a child of God. Don Russell called me a bitch and a faggot and told me what he would do to me. They will go and tell you what they'll do and threaten you and this, that, and the third, but when you step the hell up as a man, God damn it, I was joking. But when you step up as a man and you say, wait a minute, hold up. One thing I'm not going to allow you to do is tell these people a lie like you were around my cousin every goddamn day and you were around him, you saw him every other month, or he was fucking with you like that. Nah, I'm not going to allow that. Now all of a sudden, Levi's about drama. Dana's about drama. One thing I'm not going to do is allow you to call any woman in this movement a dog-faced bitch and Miss Piggy and tell them to suck your thing. Tell a woman, I'm about to pray, turn your goddamn phone off. Take your phone, go outside of a goddamn nightclub and look at the camera and tell Sister Spitting Fire, I spit venom. In other words, shut your motherfucking mouth. Talk to women any kind of goddamn way. So when I step up as a man and I say to hell with that, y'all ain't gonna be doing this shit in my cousin's name. Now Levi is about drama. How does that even fucking sound?
Wait a minute, Levi. Hold on. Nia, I'm gonna say this because I was actually told to go to Rogers joint, and when they was dogging us, did you step up and say, Phases, can you not address Levi and Dana? Rogers, can you not address Levi and Dana? I don't think you said anything like that. So why are you over here asking for peace?
That's what they do. That's what they do. Jay-Z said it best. Jay-Z in one of his songs said, niggas don't get the message until the weapons is drawn.
Right.
Cole said, niggas don't get the message until the weapons is drawn. Then they get the goddamn message. But as long as that other so-called woman was able to sit there and tell a 73-year-old woman, I hope you die.
Well, Anir, you can stand for women, but when women are wrong and other women don't step up and stand for the men, I think it's time for men to address the situation.
Well, there's no question about it. And Dana will tell you, I'm not hypocritical. I came to the brother and said, brother, apologize to the ladies. And we had a conversation, me and Dana and I. I'm not a hypocrite.
Well, you know what?
I don't have two faces. I said, Dana. And Dana is coming along. If you listen to the last live, he started to say B, and Dana stopped and said, no, I'm not going to use that language, because all I have to do is remind Dana of my cousin. When I remind Dana of Rob, Dana falls into place. He says, you're right. That man doesn't carry himself like that. So all of you fake-ass bloggers, I'm going to say it, fake-ass bloggers, who sit and congregate and embrace so-called men who carry themselves where they're putting money on the screen on people's heads, fake money and shit, who threaten women and do all of these things, don't you know? And this is what they're afraid of. Don't you know I'm going to tell my cousin every name? Don't you know I'm going to tell them everything? And they hate me for that. They despise. Listen, y'all. These people hate me because I'm a principled man. I am principled. They said, well, Levi's team too, because I told everyone, don't speak to Asbury. Don't do that. Don't call her names and bitches and hoes. And first of all, my cousin Rob wouldn't like that. Second of all, you're only digging a ditch for him. When I said that, they called me Team Truth. But when I defended Phases, Dr. Rogers, Spitting Fire, when I defended Sylvia's daughter Dallas, I've been defending women from day one on my channel. Then they have to shut the hell up because I'm not one-sided. I don't walk this way and then turn my face and say one thing. I say it how I mean it, and I mean it how I say it. The sister Spitting Fire asked me a question in front of everybody. Do you think Angelo pimped his daughter? And I said, no, I do not. And I explained it to y'all that I do not put forth arguments and say things that cannot be proven in a court of law. When I told during the last live, Town Hall 3, and you're going to have all of them to watch. 1, 2, 3, and 4. If we go to 10, it's going to be, y'all going to have a whole library now. But, however, when doing Town Hall 3, if you notice, I said, Dana, go to Exhibit A. Go to Exhibit B. And I played the words of Don Russell. When the short woman abuser who beat that woman for 19 years asked him, is Levi his cousin? Is Levi his cousin? I never heard that little short, ugly motherfucker's name. I never seen him before. Nigga didn't know me. I don't know him. And this man was sitting, watching my videos, a tall, handsome motherfucker, and he was watching me with so much vitriol in him. Mad as hell, because I am of blood relations to R. Kelly. Well, I've never heard him say he couldn't be R. Kelly's cousin because he's an unattractive man and R. Kelly's an attractive man. He could never use that, right? But he asked Don Russell, is Levi R. Kelly cousin? Dana got the exhibit. And Don Russell said, yes, he is. He had it almost right. He said like a second cousin, but yeah, he's related. Then all of a sudden, when Levi starts speaking out against these goddamn frauds, Don Russell goes on 4 or 5 different blog stations and make it a point. He even told Meek at Night that Levi is not related to R. Kelly. Well, goddamn, niggas, 6 months ago, you said that I was. What changed, nigga? What changed is the truth. When the truth come at these people, listen, brothers and sisters, listen to me very closely. And I'm going to let Dana talk. I'm not going to keep going, but I'll say this. When you come at these people with the truth, I have never once heard phrases say, Levi, you're lying on me. I did not embrace a man who called me Miss Piggy and all kind of bitches and stuff. Levi, you're lying on me. I did not tell Don Russell that you disrespected him, even though Don Russell disrespected you, and he disrespected Kip. Kip was minding his business. That man had no reason to speak on Kip the way he spoke on Kip. But the problem I have with Kip is that I've seen the brother want to fit in with these people. I'm going to say this, and I hope the brother Kip is listening to me. Through my cousin, I've never had a problem with Kip. And to be honest with you, I've always seen Kip as someone with a heart. I ain't going to lie. Kip is not cutthroat like Don Russell. I'm telling y'all what I know. I'm not telling you what I think. He's not cutthroat like Don Russell. But you ever seen a child? I'm not calling Kip a child. I'm giving y'all an example. You ever seen the kids in school who were just nice, decent kids? They were raised right, but they wanted to fit in with the thugs and stuff, so they started acting a certain way. We all have seen that. And my dear brother Kip, that's how I see him. That he, in order to go on the midget woman beaters page and to go on these channels, they'll throw a name out, do you know Levi, or they'll say something, and as opposed to him remaining respectful, being respectful, being of the mindset that, well, I may not know Levi like that, but this man ain't never said nothing about me. From all indications, yeah, I can't say he's not his cousin, because from all indications, he carry himself just like Rob. He's not out here calling women dog-faced bitches and looking at cameras and shit. So that's my only problem with Kip, the brother Kip, is that I saw him trying to fit in. And maybe one day he'll apologize, and maybe one day he'll correct that, because he knows that my cousin wouldn't approve of that.
Well, I'm gonna say,
go ahead, brother.
Well, I'm gonna say this, Levi, not to cut you off.
Yes, sir.
On behalf of Kip, I'm just gonna keep it 100 because I wanted to see if he wanted to clean it up himself, if he wanted to come in and say it himself, but I think he might be busy. So, as he said, and I'm just gonna repeat his words word for word. He was bamboozled out of the whole thing. He didn't know that Anna was disrespected. He didn't know that Anna was stalked. He didn't know that Sylvia was disrespected. He didn't know that Sylvia and her daughter was stalked. He didn't even know Phases was called out of her name. So what he said was, because he trusted Phases, the only reason why he did the interviews. Other than that, he wouldn't have did no interviews with no Dabolsky or no Kevin Terrell.
I believe that. I believe that.
And then he said that he didn't even know he was being recorded with Kevin Terrell until Kevin Terrell said it almost at the end. And then he said, well, fuck it. It's already out there.
Yes.
So I mean, I guess once again, the agenda was to try to get people to turn away from me, to get the subscribers to go to them, because they want to find something on me. Now, before I set this whole bonfire, I've give people chances to just walk away and just not say my name, not think about it, not nothing. Because evidently, me being me, I would sit back and I would say, look, let's be nonviolent. Let's, you know what I mean? Let's sit back and let's, try to hash stuff out. But when I get to the other side where I don't give a fuck and I lash out, then I'm wrong. So I'm learning how to be calmly aggressive. So,
yes, sir.
like I say, before I set that bonfire on all this shit, and all the rats had to disappear, I'm just giving people a chance to say, you know what? We fucked up. We did the wrong shit. We out.
Yes, sir.
But if it continues like this, I'm going to open up text messages. I'm going to open up messages that's coming through emails. I'm going to open up everything. And I promise you, I will not feel sorry for what the world see. I will not feel sorry for the recordings that the world hear. Yeah. That's why I say what I say. Like, it's like, I hope it don't get that far.
Yes, sir.
And because me and Phases we was like cool. We was like brothers and sisters, but I see the messiness. And I still can't get the picture out my mind. Like, she was so eager to try to have somebody put dirt on me on her platform. But I supposed to have been her brother. So with so-called family and friends like that, you don't need enemies.
Well, yes, sir. And I'll say this to Brother Kip. That is a sound explanation, and I was not offended, brother. But I'll say to Brother Kip, all I want you to do, brother, is represent my cousin properly. But I understand. I gave you guys a word called motive. I want to give you guys one more word before I get off of here, and I want you to keep this word in your mind. Slanderer. All of us have told lies since we were kids. If you take the cookies out the cookie jar, no, mommy, hey, we all are capable of lies. But everyone is not capable of slandering a person. And this is what I've been trying to stress to you all. I say it on my channel almost every day. I say, if you can't learn from my cousin's life and my life and life's lessons from Levi, then I feel sorry for you. It's about life's lessons. I've said things on my channel where people have actually inboxed me, emailed me and say, Levi, you know what? You may have saved my life. Because I've had people growing up all my life who have come to me and said things that gave me a total different perspective on life. I've had people come to me in relationships and say to me, come here, man, let me talk to you for a minute. That woman that you love right there that I see you with will have you set up and killed. And I said, what? Holler at me later, man. We're going to have a drink. This is OGs. And they'll sit me down. Do you know so-and-so? Do you know so-and-so? And they talking to me. And when a person brings the truth to you, I'm telling y'all something now. A lot of y'all are in relationships with no good people. But I tell you one thing. When a person who does not have a motive, does not cutthroat, but that person comes to you and speaks the truth about that person that you may even love, that truth is going to come in your heart and it's going to set you free. And on a couple of occasions, I walked away from women because real knowledgeable cats, in one case a female, told me the truth about those women. So when I say to y'all the word slanderer, I'm saying there are certain people who everyone lies. But where Kip fell prey, how he was trapped, is that he did not have that discernment in him, or at least it wasn't turned on, that I live with every day. Where we're from, brothers and sisters, when I say where we're from, when I say we don't know nothing, I was raised like that.
No, Levi, Kip did the same thing I did. Took people at their word and trusted them.
But what did I say to you in the beginning?
Okay.
What did I say to you?
Okay.
About some of these people? What did I say?
Okay.
Didn't I tell you off rip? Don't you go nowhere near certain ones? Didn't I tell you that?
Oh yeah.
Yes, I did. Because, and I'm not saying that makes me better, y'all. I'm not saying that makes me better. I'm saying how I was raised. Detroit is a unique city. How I was raised, how we come up. I'm telling y'all, man, we some sharp ass people in Detroit. And I'll say it again. When I say that we don't know nothing, I grew up where I could see guys doing some stuff in the next room or whatever. I say, all right, man, I'll holler at y'all later, and I'll walk out. Anyone that has ever sat with us and asked questions about people, we knew right then not to trust them people. Why are you asking questions about individuals? Go back to the interviews, man, with Kip. Go back to the interviews with these people. Kip, go revisit your interviews. Now, you're supposed to have this person on your channel to talk about R. Kelly. Well, why does it take a turn? So, what do you think about Dana? Is Levi R. Kelly cousin? Do you know Levi? When they started asking you questions about people, that means that they were using you to commit slander. When Don Russell said, I don't even know this nigga. Fuck this bitch ass, faggot ass nigga. Hang up on him, she told Phases. Hang up on him. I don't know this nigga. If you don't hang up on him, I'm going to hang up. If you don't hang up, I'm going to hang up. And he hung the phone up. Now, I'm trying to show you all about fairness, justice, God, and truth. When I presented the truth to the Mrs. Phases, when I presented the truth to her in the form of Don Russell's own words, what does a godly, righteous, decent, fair person do? A godly, righteous, decent, fair person will go back on their channel and say, Levi, I have to apologize to you because I allowed this man to come on my channel and slander you. I allowed Don Russell to sit here on my channel and say he didn't know you and you were not R. Kelly's cousin. Then, once she heard him say, I do know him and he is related to Rob, he should have been that decent to say I was wrong. But what I'm trying to say to each and every one of you, y'all are out here amongst snakes, man. A snake don't give a damn about who's right or who's wrong or justice. A snake only is concerned with doing what a snake does, going to and fro. The Almighty God asked Satan, and I'm going to be quiet after I say this now. God said to Satan, he said, when he asked all of them to present themselves, Satan appeared as an angel and walked in with the rest of the angels, Satan. And God said, where you coming from, Satan? He peeped him. And Satan said, well, just traveling to and fro all over the earth, seeking to devour all that I'm able. And God says, y'all know the story, well, have you considered my humble servant Job? Now, that's another story. However, what I'm saying is that that's what snakes do. And in these interviews, they weren't interviewing Kip or interviewing this one or that one to just try to get information that may help in exonerating R. Kelly. These people don't give a goddamn about that, y'all. This man has a board. I think that I'm going to put him on a board. I'm going to put him on a board. That's like you actually, listen now, I'm trying to tell y'all something now. If you would think and listen, you'll learn something. That's like you walking up on Sesame Street and saying, you know what? I'm going to put Big Bird on the board. I'm going to put Ernie on the board. I'm going to put the Cookie Monster on the board. Okay, so motherfucking what? You walking on Sesame Street. You walk in on Sesame Street and say, I'm going to put Big Bird on the board. Big Bird. I'm going to put Ernie, and you start putting names on a goddamn board. What the fuck does that mean, nigga? Matter of fact, who the fuck are you? See, I come from a place. I saw it play out. I watched it. All of these niggas came on the scene asking questions, casting aspersions, putting doubt in people's mind about people, dividing people, slandering people. And one trick that they were able to use that they got over on most, I ain't gonna say all, but most of y'all. I mean, one of the guys, the little short woman beater, the one that beat his baby mama for 19 years in front of them and damaged them for goddamn life. This so-called man has made a living off of my cousin and some of you foolish people, buying prostitutes with your goddamn donations. He's made a living. This nigga has eaten because of subscribers and donors. This nigga's had his truck repaired, oil change, stayed in a goddamn motel where he was ordering prostitutes and strippers and shit, offer you women's money. Oh, yeah, it happened. It's coming out now. This man made a living. So they all came asking questions, and people were acting. It blew me away when I saw people acting as if they were in authority. When I saw Shabazz go on the H woman show, and she said, so do you know Levi? Do you know? And let me tell you something. If I don't know them, they don't exist. If I don't know, I'm doing a docu-series on R. Kelly. And I'm going to tell you right now, I've talked to everybody that's good. And if I don't know them, they don't mean nothing. When the truth of the matter is that this nigga don't mean shit to my cousin Rob. This nigga, his goddamn self don't know my cousin like that. Can't you imagine that? Here's a man saying, if I don't know him, if I don't know these people, then they ain't nothing. I'm on the inside, and my cousin wouldn't come within 100 miles of this motherfucker. Don't fuck with Shabazz. My cousin don't mess with him at all. He cannot show you one documentation, a piece of paper where my cousin signed and said it's all right for you to do a docu-series on me. But the man, listen to me now, was able to get in amongst the true, real supporters. He showed up in Chicago spending money and buying people dinner and padding people's pockets. And, well, what do I need for you to come along on this? You need $5,000? Here you go. Throwing money around. And people just fell at his goddamn feet. And I'm looking at this literally laughing, saying, do these people know that my cousin don't fuck with this nigga? But once again, when what am I do? All I can do is go into enemy territory, go on a grown man show with Team Truth in them, and expose the fact that my cousin don't fuck with him.
Well, guess what?
Yes, sir.
Levi, you ain't the only one that been over Team Truth. FaZe has been over Team Truth too, and FaZe has said, I like it over here better because it's peace over here with Team Truth. Let's talk about it. So at least you going over there for a debate for a cause. She going over there to chill.
Yes, sir. And I want to say that on that note. Another thing with these distractors, with these demons, when they saw those debates taking place, it's kind of like, right, listen, y'all, it's kind of like a person who commits an armed robbery. And someone start talking about everything surrounding the armed robbery. But that person's name is not in it. They just talking about, well, I remember a store was robbed over there, and they talking about this, that, and the third. The person who robbed the store don't want them talking about what happened in that area. They don't want them talking about a rash of robberies. So when I, Levi, Dana, Brother Block, when the conversation came up, and I said, look, these are the ops. And I've never seen them as lightweights. I've never seen Larry the Grown Man, Angelo, them as lightweights. That's another thing that y'all do. Y'all make a big mistake by allowing these people to think, to make y'all think that these are not thinking people over there. So when I come on my channel, I say, hey, y'all, we losing. Team Truth is winning. They say, hear what Levi said? Levi said Team Truth is winning. Well, goddamn. My cousin was just denied bail yesterday. Did he get out? Huh? So the same people that I was showing y'all that They are the real enemies, goddammit. I'll say it again. Your enemies can never harm you, but watch your closest friends. If a pit bull was on the other side of that gate and you were walking past, you would cross over to the other side of the damn street. Pit bull just a barking. You're going to cross over. You're going to grab a bat. You're going to be like, oh, if he break that gate, I'm going to have to do something to him. But if that same pit bull was out from behind the gate and quiet, and you walk past, that pit bull would tear your ass up. Some people train their dogs to be quiet. That's how they train them, be quiet, just sit here. They don't bark. And when you walk in that area, walk in that house, he'll tear your ass up. And those are the people on this side. When Team Truth them over there, when they over there talking that shit, I know, okay, y'all the enemy. But I'm watching these motherfuckers over here. I'm watching these motherfuckers who Don Russell has paid money, who Shabazz has got in amongst. I'm watching these people over here that's really for sale, some of them. I'm watching these people over here who are intimidating and engaging in all kind of acts against Azriel Clary that is going to destroy my cousin. I'm watching these motherfuckers over here. I know they the ops. So the short woman beater who beat Crystal Cross for 19 years, he says, how the hell you gonna say you with your cousin, but you over there talking to them? If that was my cousin, shit, ain't no talking to the ops. Anybody against somebody that I'm with, one of my cousins, is on site. I'm popping the trunk. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Well, my question to a thinking person, think with me. If you're so dedicated to your cousins and you roll like that, well, if someone said something about your cousin, they the ops, and you ready to pop the trunk, you ready to go to blows, I want y'all to think with me. Why aren't you able to live with one of your goddamn cousins, nigga? Why are you in the goddamn streets begging women to send you money to eat? Why ain't you at your cousin's crib? Because you're not a loyal nigga. You're a cutthroat nigga. Don't nobody in Chicago fuck with you. Nobody in Chicago fuck with this nigga. You understand? None of them fucks with him because they know him as a snitch, a rat, a goddamn crackhead, a goddamn thief. So you don't have no love with your cousins, nigga. But I know how to go across enemy lines and defend my cousin, nigga. And ain't nobody on Team Truth and ain't nobody on this side with some goddamn sense ever said that Levi wasn't 100% behind his cousin R. Kelly, nigga. All that cap, all that shit you be talking, they be talking all that shit where he's Team Truth, this was that, and them niggas ain't got a goddamn ounce of loyalty. A man who allowed his kids to be raised up and didn't do a goddamn thing for them. Beat their mama in front of them. See, I'm trying to show y'all something about people. When someone talks that shit, you better look at them. My baby is around 20 years old. My baby. In college with her own apartment. God forbid if her daddy needed a place to stay, I can go live with my baby. But when you beat your children's mother and put them through years of abuse, your own goddamn kids don't want to be bothered with you. Y'all better open your eyes with these people. And I'm gonna say this, and I'm almost done. I'm gonna say something. Some of the most dangerous cutthroat people you ever met in your life are claiming to be Team Kells. Y'all better open your eyes. These are some dangerous ass people. And they're mad as hell at me because I pulled the cover off these motherfuckers. I said to the world, how could you trust or even think that this person cares about my cousin and is advocating for my cousin when you heard her say, I'll take my kids and move in with them? My cousin's a goddamn stranger to you. You're a stranger to him. You never met that man. You don't know that man. But you're going to take your kids and move in with a stranger because he's a celebrity?
And then wait a minute, but let's go here. Not just that. There are men and women that are very dangerous. Some of them came with a smile. Some of them came in with a title. But I got a question, brother.
Yes, sir.
I got a question that nobody touched on. Shout out to Sharby, shout out to Sky Zone, shout out to the mods. I got a question that nobody ever touched on. Yeah. And I'm guilty of this. And if this brother's watching, I have to let this brother know that me and him have to talk. But when I sit back and look at the whole diameter of everything, we allowed Rogers to have a voice and extradite Dr. Rice, and we didn't want to hear what Dr. Rice had to say because Rogers' story just seemed so convincing and too good. So what I want to do is I would like to talk to Dr. Rice myself, to clear the air between me and him. And then I would love to hear what actually happened between Rogers and Dr. Rice. I really would love to hear that.
Yes, sir. And hey, bro, I'm neutral in that. I don't really have an opinion on that, but I'll say this much. This is what I'll say to you, as I told my baby when she was in high school. She was the president or vice president of the Black Student Union. It was an all-white school, very few black students, but she was the president, where she would go to the administrators and state their grievances. And she would say to me, Dad, such and such said this and such said that. I said, well, you got to take them in and talk to the principal. And she would often say to me, well, they want me to go talk for them. And I said to my baby, I said, let me tell you something, baby. I sat her down and told her, I said, if a person is not willing to fight for themselves, do not fight for them. And I'll say that as it pertains to the gentleman. If he's not willing to come out himself, if he was dealt with any form of injustice and stand up for himself and come to you, I would not seek him out. That's my own personal opinion. Levi, I wasn't expecting anyone to stand up for me. I wasn't expecting anyone to stand up for my cousin's name. I went and came to the people my goddamn self. And I said, this woman over here threatening Miss Mary, Mama Mary, calling her bitches and hoes, is not a representative of R. Kelly. I said, this man with the Dollar General with this goddamn dollar store whiteboard, crackhead looking motherfucker, sitting there talking all that ignorant thug talk, threatening people and calling women bitches and hoes and this, that, and that. I said, this nigga is not a representative of my cousin. I said, this other one over here that's living off of some of you foolish women sending him money, threatening women, dogging people, talking all that. In Chicago, we don't do that shit. In Chicago, we keep it real. In Chicago, we keep it real. There's some real niggas in Chicago, but you ain't one of them, nigga. Real niggas take care of their kids. Real niggas, trust me when I say it, real niggas get up off their asses and earn their money, not dependent on women to take care of them like a goddamn kid. You're not going to use these true supporters in my cousin's name. Did I get permission? Did I wait for somebody to speak up? I said, hell no. I'm going to speak up, goddammit. And when I did it, over half of these motherfuckers came at me, but I don't give a fuck. Because when it comes to that man's name, Robert Kelly, a.k.a. R. Kelly, over my dead body, nigga, none of you will be out here claiming. You could call women, older women, senior citizen women, bitches and all. Do what you do. Do what you do. But you're not going to do it in my cousin's name. She put his picture up on the goddamn thumbnail. Had Rob's picture on the thumbnail, and when you clicked it, she's on there telling a 73-year-old woman, I hope you die of coronavirus. Shit. Not over here. I'm coming to the people saying this ratchet, low-down ass so-called woman does not represent R. Kelly. And this is what you all have to start doing. This is what you must do. Take a stand. Stand up. Leave these people alone. Walk away from the circus. Quit donating to them. Unsubscribe. Get the fuck away from these people that's destroying R. Kelly. All three of them, one thing that they all have in common, they all spoke against the dollar for the king, a fund that was set up to assist them. And I'm going to say this one time. When you suspect Dana or Levi of stealing money from a dollar for the king, you don't have to go on your channel every day and lie and slander Dana or Levi. Or now they're slandering. They're using. See, the two deans are they call themselves teamwork make the dream work. All that stupid shit. So they sent her out to now slander Attorney Anton. But she got a rude awakening coming.
Don't even let them know.
Yeah, well, I'll leave it there. But I'll say this much: it's a different ball game when you're trying to slander attorneys. Shit, I wouldn't do it. You heard? But however, what I'm saying to you is that it is y'all. I'm not going to even put it on them. Some of those who are in this chat right here. It is y'all, brothers and sisters, who are doing my cousin Rob a great disservice. I don't know how many ways I could say it or how many times I could say it. When you have a young lady who is poised to testify against or for or whatever, I don't know. But when you have that young lady who perceivably is ready to testify for the prosecution, and you have a man that's being held because, according to them, we're going to hold him because we don't want him or his operatives intimidating any of the witnesses that may potential witnesses. But you have groups out here claiming to represent him doing just that, and y'all sitting around enjoying the show. It's fun and it's entertainment until the judge says, like yesterday, no, I'm not going to release R. Kelly because I'm seeing what I'm seeing. I'm receiving information from marshals and shit, U.S. Marshals, and I'm getting this information. Let me tell y'all something about the judicial system that y'all may not know. I heard Don Russell and those three ignorant ass people say, y'all write the judge and we gonna all write the judge and send the judge evidence that R. Kelly is guilty, that R. Kelly is innocent. Stupidest shit that I ever heard in my life. I mean, just retarded shit, to be honest with you. And I'm sitting there listening to this, and I'm like, I heard Don Russell say it, and I heard the three say it, and I said, damn, they don't know nothing about the justice system. You cannot send a judge shit. You cannot send a judge shit. This is how I know that the short midget homeless woman beater is going to jail, because I was directed by one of the top marshals to send somebody something, and then the marshal said to me, he called me back and said, do not send that to them, because there's a chain of command and there is a prosecutorial form of due process where if I were to have sent that to that person, it would damage the case against the midget. The midget, by going in the courtroom, doing all that he did, that information has been sent to all of the judges presiding over my cousin's cases. And it's been sent to them by the prosecutors, allegedly, under the guise of this is what we're dealing with. A man walking into the goddamn courtroom, filming, talking about where's Azriel? Is Azriel here? A man that's called that young lady every bitch, hole, rat, and talked about her boobs and her ass, and she's on R. Kelly's dick, So he's an intimidator. He's intimidating a federal witness. So as a responsibility of the prosecutors, they have to inform the judges of this. Y'all don't know. A lot of y'all don't know how this works, but anyone that's familiar with the law will say Levi's right. Did y'all know prosecutors, defense attorneys, and judges meet in judges' chambers all the time to speak on things? It may not be in the motion, it may not be public, but they'll meet. The judge will call an emergency meeting and say, I need to talk to both sides. Who is this midget, short, homeless motherfucker that was in such and such judge's chambers? What is this about? Well, he claimed to be an R.Kelly supporter. What? Yeah, then the prosecution explains. Well, he's been attacking Azriel, this, that, and the third. All of this contributed to my cousin's bail motion being denied. I've come on here and I've done everything but cried to y'all. And I said, y'all don't know what you're doing by supporting these people, donating, subscribing. I said, leave these motherfuckers alone, because I tell you something. Those 3 letters, it was all orchestrated for, allegedly, Don Russell was behind the scenes putting those 3 letters together after he felt that he had infiltrated not only the support groups, but Don Russell allegedly, I'm going to go this far as to say, he sent DJ Tyson in to get close to Douglas Anton. And both of them are listening to this right now, and both of them are saying, boy, that Levi is one smart motherfucker. He sent DJ Tyson in to infiltrate, allegedly. I got to wash my mouth out with some Listerine because I don't say that filthy motherfucker's name. I apologize. I don't. Shit, I got to wash my mouth out with Listerine. But he sent the midget woman abuser in. First step, I want you to infiltrate the bloggers. Cause a bunch of disturbance. Cause decision. Have people at each other's throats. Go on the scene and start pointing fingers at people to get people after people. Okay, that was the first phase. But his real objective was to get him close to Dana J. Mid-game in the second quarter. He said, wait a minute. Squash the beef with Dana. Get close to Dana because Dana is close to Douglas Anton. And by you getting close to Dana, I want you to get next to Douglas Anton, goddammit. And he sure enough did until Levi stepped in on that shit. But however, why did Don Russell want the short, midget, homeless, woman beater guy to get close to Douglas Anton? Because my cousin's attorneys have been forbidden to even speak to Don Russell. Does that make sense what I just told y'all? Go on, Dana. Give me your take on it now.
That makes a lot of sense. But at that time, I wasn't thinking about it like that.
That's right. But what did I tell you? Go ahead now. Give me my credit, goddammit. What I say, nigga?
Nigga, you wait. And you did say, you did say, you know, he a snake. Don't do it. But I was like, nah, yo, just give him a chance. But
who did I tell you he was trying to get next to, though? Months ago. Who I say his whole aim is to get next to who?
You said the lawyers.
You're damn right, through you. And that's what this man set back and orchestrated. Get next to Dana so you can get next to Anton. And sure enough, he had Anton calling his channel and everything. Such to the extent that the H, the senior citizen abuser, the one that talked to the senior citizen lady like a dog, she was totally fooled. Let me tell you something, yo. If y'all really want to laugh tonight, if you really want the brighter side of this, is that the midget woman beater fooled the senior citizen abuser, the one who talks about 3-year-old babies' sexual organs and stuff. He fooled her once. And she prides herself on being real smart. Like, you fooled me once, you can't fool me twice. But in her thirst and desire to move in with my cousin, her and her kids and shit, he fooled her again. And he said, look, if we form this group, listen, y'all, I'm telling you, Douglas Anton just called my channel day before yesterday. Didn't you hear him call me? He's giving me the go-ahead. He told me he wants us to form DHD. And this foolish-ass so-called woman fell for that shit. I'm trying to show y'all something now. And she said, for real? He said, yeah. She said, for real? He said, yeah. She said, for real? And she fell for his trick. Now, while that was going on, things were happening on this side, and I knew for a fact, I said, Douglas Anton, y'all sadly mistaken. Y'all think he's about to be fucking with y'all. And sure enough, he let it be known. Well, I ain't going to speak for Douglas Anton. The way it all played out, listen now, she found out early on that Douglas Anton wasn't coming nowhere near these people who were intimidating a potential federal witness, even though he had in the past. What did she do? That crazy-ass, bipolar, sociopathic, psychopathic motherfucker, as opposed to her playing it cool, she went crazy and started attacking Douglas Anton. Go look at all her videos. Everything is Douglas Anton. Douglas Anton. But yo, if she had any sense, she would attack the short, smelling, woman-beating, con man, son of a bitch. Attack him. Don't attack Douglas Anton, because the attack on Douglas Anton, the attack on Levi, the attack on Dana, as it pertains to the dollar for the king, it does not require any attacks on social media. All it requires is one email, one phone call to those who, in the governmental circles, oversee, and there's about 3 law enforcement governmental agencies that oversee such fundraising efforts. So all she had to do, come on now, you contact them. This is why, even when I say certain things about them, I'm in error. Because once y'all listen to part 2 and 3 of the town hall, you'll see that Levi has a plan. So as opposed to, I shouldn't really be saying nothing about it, because it's not about me coming on here or Dana coming on here and going back and forth with these motherfuckers that's going to jail. Going back and forth with these motherfuckers who have to answer to the proper governmental entities that regulate foster parenting in California. I don't have to keep going back and forth with a deranged, psychopath, sociopathic, bipolar, sick-ass, dangerous-ass goddamn so-called woman. I ain't got to do that. The other man says, who gonna check me? They sit and they come on these channels there, they're talking all that shit. And I be sitting back, sometimes somebody will send me a video like, listen what this one said, or that one said, he got your picture on the board, and this, that, and the third. Here's a man that took a woman's credit report and read it on his goddamn channel, but he has my picture on his board. Nice looking picture too now. However, I'm sitting laughing saying, yo, tell it to the judge. Tell it to the authorities at the Child Welfare Department in California and San Francisco. Tell it to them. Talk that shit to them. Talk that shit to them. Look, talk that shit when they knock on the dollar store general's door and say, how did you get this credit report? Do you think the dollar store general is going to not tell them who gave it to him? Do you think the dollar store general is going to not rat the person out who gave him the credit report? So whoever gave him the credit report is going to jail. His ass is going to jail. The short woman abuser is definitely definitely going to jail. This footage is so goddamn condemning, where he incriminated his goddamn self. He's definitely going to fucking, and he's going to put up a post the other day talking about how long y'all think the coronavirus gonna last. I said, nigga, you better hope this shit lasts for the next 2 or 3 years, motherfucker. Cause your ass, as soon as this shit let up, they're coming to get your dirty, rat, cutthroat, using con man ass. And that's for sure, my nigga. Now, so as opposed to me doing that like I'm talking right now, which I shouldn't be talking like that, I'm sorry, y'all. But as opposed to doing that, I got it on my community page, bro. I got the information. As me and Dana continue to coordinate this, it's going to be everywhere. All you got to do is contact the U.S. Marshals. I'm giving you the picture. I'm giving you the information. Download that shit and ask, when will KT, Kevin Terrell, be held accountable? When will he be held accountable for going up in that court building, the federal building, recording, sitting next to an elevator, talking about I'm going to record witnesses, I'm going to record people that come out the elevator, going inside the goddamn courtroom recording. So I don't have to go back and forth with this despot, this low-down son of a bitch who thought he got over on y'all, but he trapped himself, so I don't give a fuck how much money he's conned out of y'all, pretending to be an R. Kelly supporter. At the end of the day, he's paying the ultimate price, and that is his freedom. He has priors. He has a prior record. From what I understand, there are sentencing guidelines in federal court. There's sentencing guidelines. If you have priors, they're going to put you on a certain scale. You understand? And your ass will be in a cell. As far as the other woman, she has to pay an answer. As far as the Dollar General, he has to pay an answer. But trust me when I say this, I put $1,000 right now on a motherfucking Cash App if they can get Douglas Anton to sit there like he used to, talking to them on phones and shit. It'll never happen again. They're done. You understand? So, brothers and sisters, I'll say it again. Give me 10 more seconds, 30 seconds, and I'm out. It comes down to this. A man that I love, a man that a lot of you all love, was denied bail yesterday. Part of the reason was because these same people that I just spoke about were sent in by at least one individual, and I'll say it allegedly, Don Russell, to do what they're doing. The head devil, Satan, was the one connected straight to Don Russell. Y'all heard it for yourself in what Dana played. Now, then the other demons came on board, but the whole construct was set up and orchestrated. And they did a hell of a job. They've done 2 things this goddamn week. According to them, they've totally dismantled A Dollar for the King, a funding source that was set up to assist R. Kelly. The second thing that they did, through their attacks on Azriel Clary, they definitely were contributors to my cousin not receiving bail. So I'll close by saying this. If you all have any love for R. Kelly, walk away from those people. Tune them out. Don't even go on their channels. Leave them the fuck alone. Because they have their date coming with justice. And right now, all I'm doing, it is my responsibility to get this movement back on track. I love the ladies of Him Too. I love my dear brother Block, Spitting Fire, T. Stevens, Sky Zone, Each T, and there's so many others. And I'm sorry, I shouldn't even started calling names because there's so many other sincere bloggers that I don't want to disrespect anyone. I just thought of those off the top of my head. And all I'm asking y'all to do is get back in this fight. Don't think for a second that I'm going to be on my live and on my channel talking about these 3 motherfuckers that's about to go to 2 of them about to go to jail. One of them about to lose her kids and be on the goddamn local news in San Francisco. And they're mad as hell at me. They could fucking kill me if they want. If they could. If I didn't live in a gated community inside of a gated community, with the things everywhere, security surveillance and things in my ride, and you feel me? I'm bulletproof, nigga. However, they can't stand me. And that's cool because I'm putting this motherfucking train back on the track for my cousin. Now, I'll end by saying this. If y'all think $1 for the King was something, which it has been not abolished, but aborted in name. However, y'all see the way you can donate on the screen. I don't want to get into it right now because I want Attorney Anton to really clear this up, but there hasn't been any fraud. That PayPal is still in existence, but the name itself is like a restaurant. And the management, you feel me? The management has changed. So it's like the name is not there, but they still sell the same damn food. You feel me? So it's the same thing. The product is still there. You can still donate to Douglas Anton, donate to the PayPal, but we're not pumping that name because that name was damaged by these three especially, and Don Russell. That's what they set out to do. But it's all good because we got something coming that y'all ain't gonna fucking believe, bro. You feel me? I'm a thinking man. That's how I got their asses in legal trouble because I think. I don't go back and forth talking all that crazy shit, nigga. I got your name on the board. I put some money on your head. Pull up, nigga. I'm a thug. I'm a this, I'm a that. You feel me? I don't engage in that shit, nigga. Like I said, you got to be a maid, nigga, to even talk that way to me, nigga. but I'm sorry, y'all. Dana, come on back, bro. I'm about to go. Listen, but I'll say it again. All you got to do is outthink stupid people. The H so-called woman, the one that attacked the 73-year-old Mama Mary, she puts on her community post, I think it's in our best interest to contact the grievance board on Douglas Anton. I'll say it again. She said, I'm paraphrasing, I think it would be in our best interest. She spells interest with an E like she's talking about entering into a goddamn building or something, or entrance ramp on a freeway. Could you imagine some shit like that? She spells interest. She's trying to say interest, I-N-T. She says entrance, like E-N, like an entrance ramp. So how the hell these motherfuckers can't spell? They're ignorant as hell. They don't know how to goddamn read, some of them. Most of them, two of them are ex-cons and shit that spent a vast portion of their lives institutionalized and shit, dumb as a motherfucker. How in the fuck do they think they can fuck with a nigga like me? So all I can say to the two is don't drop the motherfucking soap into the woman that talked to that older woman like that. You have a nice time explaining to them authorities in California. Look, talk that shit to them. I'm not going to go back and forth with her. She said she put that up there, that I had AIDS, that I was a crackhead, and that I was trying to take care of her and her children, and I wanted to be with her. That woman, if you sneeze on the phone, that woman will record your conversation. But you trying to tell me I called you and said that and you didn't record it? Come on now. All right, y'all. I love y'all. And don't pay attention to these illiterate, somebody just put on the screen, illiterate motherfuckers. That is, Niecy said illiterate motherfuckers. But honestly, bro, that is too funny. She said illiterate motherfuckers. However, outthink these people, y'all. Outthink them, walk away, unsubscribe, don't donate no money to them, and let them figuratively die a natural death. It's like a weed or anything. Just pull it up out the ground and let their asses lay there and wither away. I love you all. I'm about to listen to the rest of the live. I did pretty good tonight. It's only 11 o'clock, Dana. Hey, normally I'll talk to 1 in the morning, but I love you all. And y'all stay safe, be vigilant, wash your hands, use a hand sanitizer, take showers. Don't be like the midget. Take showers and clean yourself off and shit. And I got to say this in closing. He'll probably be the last one to catch the fucking corona because he's already so far. He's immune to that shit, that filthy motherfucker. Right, Dana?
You stupid as hell.
All right, that nigga immune to the coronavirus. That filthy motherfucker. He can walk right through it. You can sneeze in that motherfucker's face. He wouldn't catch it because he's immune to that shit, laying in goddamn alleys and shit. You feel? I love y'all. I gotta go, man. I got to go eat. I love y'all, man.
All right, love you back, bro.
All right, bro.
So, I'm gonna show y'all something real quick. I'm gonna show y'all how the setup on me was great, and it was set up in decency, and it was thought about. So, I'm gonna show y'all this. Y'all see the text message, right? So if I turn to the side, y'all can see it. But I'm gonna read it to y'all. It simply said, Dana J. I said, Don Russell, where's Robert's 50,000? He said, I don't have no 50,000. I wasn't there. I'm not the one that took it. So then he said, Dana J, you're a clown. Laugh out loud. But I said, you're a rat and you stole. It's time for you to pay up. So then he blocked me. And then he said, no. Yeah. Then he said, Dana J, absolutely. So I said, absolutely. Question mark. And then he said, show your proof. I'm sure it's Angelo Clary. So I said, I would show my proof if you ain't blocked me. I got concrete evidence that you're a thief and a rat. Only thing I got to say is a bag of weed. Then he says, Dana J, mind you, I'm blocked after this. So then he said, Dana J, I heard you got a rape charge coming your way from Jasmine. You know, the little tramp that you screwed first, then introduced to RSK. So I'm saying to myself, like, And then 3 weeks after that, that's when the little rape allegations started coming out. But then he said, Dana J, so you actually post that I'm working with the feds. Damn, you caught on to what I'm saying. You caught on to me after all. Then you threatened me. However, you are one stupid motherfucker. I will make sure you won't have a life. That's all I got to do is report it. So, with that being said, it's a proven fact that guy's a rat. Proven fact. I said what I said about phases. I still have to have a question answered. Why wasn't the person that broke the story about the cease and desist letter attacked, but I was attacked? I just want to know why. But sometimes you'll never get an answer. If you want to call in 470-355-8221. We ain't going to be up all night. This town hall meeting ain't going to be 6 hours. 470-355-8221. Call in. Let me see something. Call in. 470-355-8221. Gucci says, storm coming your way. You better take cover, Gucci. And you only 3'1". The reason why they're attacking you with it is because they think you had something to do with it. Something to do with what? Okay, hold on. They not that important to me. I got something to do with it. Wow. Thank you, Tasha. I got something to do with something. No. Oh, you sleep, sis, huh? Oh, you sleep. Did you ever get that confirmation from this morning? Okay. Call me when you get up. You're live on the Dana J Show. How can I help you?
Hello, Dana.
Hey.
This is Nene.
Hey, Nene.
Hi. How's everyone in the chat? Dana.
Oh, you gotta cut your TV down.
Nene. Hold on, Dana. No, it wasn't my TV. I was on your live. Can you hear me well now?
Yeah.
Okay, no, I don't have anything much to say. My second time calling. I don't have anything much to say. I just want to let everyone know. I want to let you know, Dana. I love you guys. I'm here for the long run. I'm here to stay. And Dana, I had to defend you on like Twitter, like on Twitter. I believe you replied back to me, like all this. I mean, like if these people that are accusing you and
what is my page? What is the page on Twitter that replied back to you?
Dana, I believe you just got up there. I believe it's actor Dana J. Let me see, people. Hold on, Dana, okay?
All right.
So, okay. How's everyone in the chat? I don't have much to say. I just want to let y'all guys know I love y'all. And, hey, I mean, like, what I don't get, I'm going to it, Dana.
Is it actor Dana J official?
Hold on, Dana. Hold on. Let me go to my Twitter, okay? Yeah. Actor Dana J. I believe you replied back to me, and Douglas Anton did a post. And
if it's actor Dana J, that's not me. My name on Twitter is actor Dana J official. I just got back on Twitter.
No, I don't see the official Dana. So are they still frauding and hacking and making fake pages?
I ain't gonna lie to you.
Oh yeah. Well, anyway.
That's me right there.
Y'all know what? I'm much older than a lot of you guys. Like I said one time before, I'm 60 years old. I've been here from day one. What I don't get is like how everybody, all these bloggers, is coming together, to take down Dana. Dana this and Dana that. Dana this and Dana that. But I've been watching from day one. And hey, what about them? I have seen them being exposed. I know that a lot of them are fake. And what I don't get is always Dana. What about the rest of you guys? What about the rest? I'm not here to call you out. Because, everybody, I'm not here to call you out. You know who you are. I've been on some bloggers pages that I highly respect. Ladies and guys, and all I get so tired of Dana this and Dana on all of these bloggers. all of these bloggers to stop saying that Dana is Team Truth when two of the most intelligent ladies, as they claim, the two bloggers that's supposed to be intelligent, were first getting along with Dana Team Truth before anybody. But like Denise was saying, but when one got what she wanted, then she betrayed Team Truth. So stop saying Dana is Team Truth. All of y'all done had conversation with Team Truth. Okay?
No, wait. No, you can say who the person is. You on the Dana J show, we keep it real and live over here.
Well, Dana, hey baby, I've been down with you, Levi, and some more from day one, okay? So I know you keep it real. We keep it real over here, okay? But no, oh my God, I'm not good at that. I don't like doing the name calling, but they know who the two intelligent women that say they're for Rob, but and I was in the bushes on last night, the main one that's supposed to be so intelligent, and I don't do the drama and I don't do this. But mind you, on last night that, I have nothing against DHD. Everybody do their thing. That's your business. I don't care about that, But anyway, the main woman that's supposed to be intelligent, the doctor, mind you, I like her. I love them. I supported them from day one. But how y'all talk about Dana, when you even had when you even had the two guys, especially DJ, on your live talking about Dana, calling Dana an informer, but you laughing at that. So what makes it right with you, doctor? What makes it so right with you, doctor, that that you're condoning to these allegedly lies that they're saying Dana is no informant. If he's an informant, so are y'all, okay? I mean,
Wait. I was called an informant? I was called an informant last night?
Oh, Lord, and got laughed at from the intelligent one.
Okay, I'm going to break this down, and I want y'all to make this make sense. The real reason why him too, and a couple of females walked away from my group that I had, because they said the minute Rogers met Rob, 2 weeks later, he got booked.
Oh, God.
But I'm the informer.
Don't know, because I don't buy it. They can tell that to those subs that don't know. I don't buy it. Never did. Did I condone a lot of your actions? No, I did not. But neither did I condone 98% of the bloggers' actions. You understand? So now it looks like to me that all these people, they was called doghead bees and all this, and they had something so bad to say. But now, since everybody is against Dana, the intelligent ones are also, teaming up with the crew as well. I mean, help me make that make sense.
Then I'm gonna tell you the craziest thing. The craziest thing was Dana Team Truth because they in his chat.
Right.
No, they in my chat because they don't like y'all.
Yes.
Let's keep it 100. And I'm not gonna block nobody for what?
For what?
And then Team Truth told everybody, "Oh man, Dana go to war."
And they know that. It's not that they don't know. They know that.
But see, one thing about the war between myself and Team Truth, even when Levi didn't get in it at that time, nobody in Team Truth ever tried to go through my child support situations and try to read it online. Nobody from Team Truth ever tried to pull somebody's credit report and read it online.
Wait a minute, baby. Yes.
Nobody from Team Truth has ever called any older lady dog head bitches and fuck you and all that.
Never.
Now, Now, Larry have cussed at some females.
Yes, he has.
I've cussed at some females.
But hey, good and fine. That was back then, you know?
But none to the factor of what's going on now.
None of that. I'm sorry, none of that. I never heard anybody, Teen Truth, Teen, I don't care who you are, never heard anybody disrespect a child or elder and such horrific. I never seen, I'm 60 years old, you understand? That is the most disrespectful thing that I've ever heard or seen in my life. And whoever support that, like I said on your book, you are as guilty as that. And let me tell you, when you start coming at children and when you start disrespecting the elders, you will fall. You will fall. Common is real. God is real. It is ugly. It's the ugliest thing I ever see. And no, you're talking about Dana and informant. Dana y'all don't support Rob. Y'all don't support Rob. Rob is a humble man. Rob is a humble man. Get a life. Get a life. Get real. All of you. All of you. You're no better than Dana. All of you got skeletons in the closet. I've seen some of other bloggers being exposed and shocked my mind. I could not believe it. Thinking that they so real. So who are you? You know, I mean, like, oh my God. No, anyway, you know what? I just come in here. I'm telling you, this stuff is so draining. I'm here for the long run. And know what, Dana? I used to get upset too when Teen Truth would come over, but I only used to get upset when they came over to disrespect. And I'm like, Dana, hang up. Don't deal with them. But hey, let me tell you something. I don't care who you are. It's okay to conversate with the other side, to agree and to disagree. There's nothing wrong with that, okay? Okay? But when you start coming at elders and unstable kids, it's a disgrace to society. It's a disgrace and it should be a penalty for that. Okay? Hollywood next. I'm not good at calling names, okay? Hollywood next. I'm 60 years old. My name is Nina, okay? Because let me tell you something, sister. You're going to pay for that dearly. You're going to pay for that dearly. Trust me, my spirit never leads me wrong. I love God, and that's why I don't do a lot of cussing, okay? I research, I read my word, okay? My spirit never leads me wrong. You will pay for that dearly. I used to counsel kids back in the days. I have a story. My dreams were shattered at an early age, but I does a lot behind the scenes, okay? So when you come at my babies, lady, when you come at my babies, that's unacceptable. Let me tell you something. You're going to pay. You will pay dearly. Dana, you know what? Right now, that's all I got to say. Chat, salute to you guys. I have no hard feeling against nobody. I dislike no one. But the foolery has to stop. Dana this and Dana that. Examine yourselves, okay? Examine yourselves and see what you are doing and what you have done. Talking about Teen Truth. What about you ones that's down with the ones that are, and we all know that they're against chaos, but you down with them. Y'all, you bloggers, you know who I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about. Help me make that make sense. All right? Get out of here. I'm intelligent too, but I'm real. You know, I'm real. So don't come with me with this intelligent stuff when you're a devil behind closed doors. Talking about supporting Rob. Dana, you know what? I told all of them, until y'all can come with me with receipts about this Dana thing, you know what? Kill it with me. Because I ain't trying to hear it. All of y'all get up there and call bees, calling people out their name. And then what gets me, you're talking about you're a child of God. Stop playing on God. So he knock you on your face and you'll never be able to get back and leave God out of this. A lot of them. I'm talking about some of the women bloggers too. Always talking about God. And you know the main person. God ain't in your mess. Stop it. It's not in your mess. Y'all gonna fall. You will fall. And if this coronavirus is not opening up some of these wicked eyes, then there's no hope. Because this coronavirus could be a government tactic. It could be to kill off the population. But I don't know. I don't get into religion because everybody don't have the same. But the God I serve, if you know the word, this is the signs of the end of times. So he's only giving you a chance to get it right. Stop that mess. Disrespecting elders and talking about kids. Using God did and God this and talking about you a child of God, you're going to fall. You're going to fall if you don't repent. Not only when you do wrong, you don't just repent and ask forgiveness to God, but you got to come to the person. And until you do that, you will not prosper. That's all. Love y'all. Mama Mary, my sister, love you. Love everybody in the check, my family. Good night. Be blessed. I'm getting ready to get back on the live, okay?
All right.
Bye.
All right. Thank you, caller, for calling in. Expressing itself. Justin! Breaking news. Justin out of Chicago. City of Chicago files an amicus brief opposing a lawsuit seeking the immediate release of all Cook County jail detainees due to the coronavirus, saying such a move threatens to consume the resources of the city and endanger the health of its residents. Wait a minute. I'm going to say it again. Justin, City of Chicago files an amicus brief opposing a lawsuit seeking the immediate release of Cook County jail detainees due to the coronavirus, saying such a move threatens to consume the resources of the city and endanger the health of its residents. I'm going to say it again. Justin, City of Chicago, files an amicus brief opposing a lawsuit seeking the immediate release of Cook County jail detainees due to coronavirus, saying such a move threatens to consume the resources of the city and endanger the health of its residents. And then Jason put, the city argues Cook County Jail continues to house many violent detainees who have been charged with serious crimes such as murder, sexual assault, and violence against children. If released, the overwhelming majority of these detainees will likely return to Chicago. U.S. District Judge Matthew Kennelly is expected to rule soon on a request for a temporary restraining order that could keep this intact for another 25 days. That could keep this intact for another 25 days and force the release of all medically vulnerable detainees at the jail. Wow. Well, I guess somebody was listening somewhere. But we at the 3-hour mark. And remember 4 things. Keep God first, number 1. Number 2, remove all the hate by just staying positive. Rule number 3, you don't have to be great to get started, but you have to get started to be great. Rule number 4, be someone important. Be yourself. I thank everybody for the super chats. I thank everybody for the cash apps. Let's just say this. We bulletproof. Let's keep it going. Let's stay focused. Let them folks do what they do out there. No more distractions. We don't need to speak on them again. Stay tuned next week. Town Hall meeting number 5. The conclusion. And it's going to end with a powerful interview. All right? See y'all. Peace.